Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mountain Home. As always, I'm Horatius the Dwarf. Thank you all for joining me for another morning stream back at the workplace here in the Mountain Home. It's time to play some Solasta, Crown of the Magister. I actually have a fair bit to say about it before we get into it, if that's all right with you guys. But to catch up on the little preamble chat that I was having with Escanor here, that's rough, man. 60-hour work weeks I'm all too familiar with, and they are a morale destroyer. So I hope you've been able to keep your spirits up. I'm glad you took yesterday and today off to hopefully, recenter yourself, because, man, that sort of shit can really wipe a dude out. So I'm glad that, to some extent, you're getting a little bit of a reprieve. So yeah, I'm glad that you're taking some time for you. I've got my coffee, had some water already, did a little bit of a cardio workout this morning. But yeah, I think we're ready to settle in. So Solasta, the first 2 weeks I did 14 straight. Yikes. That's brutal, dude. I hope the money's good, at the very least, because that sort of shit could kill him, man. Honestly. Oh, I know. Thank you. Anywho, I hope everyone's been well. It's good to see everybody popping in this morning, nice, bright and early. So, Solasta, Crown of the Magister is a CRPG. Now, when I say CRPG, that's a genre title that I understand not many people are familiar with. So, when I say CRPG, understand I'm talking about, like, your early Fallouts are CRPGs, your first few Fallout games. Arcanum of Magix and Steamworks Obscura. The Baldur's Gate series is probably the most popular, if not Fallout, of the CRPG genre. But basically, like, bird's eye perspective, where you're controlling sometimes one or a group of characters that interact with the environment in, like, a long-form role-playing perspective. So Solasta's, like, gameplay rule set is based off of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Now, it walks away from 5th edition in a couple of regards, and I think it's just to help it play as a video game well, and we'll get into that when we see those occasions. But mainly, if you understand how to play D&D 5th edition, you'll understand how this game works almost perfectly. Worry not, you guys know me, I love to explain and tutorialize stuff, so we'll walk through it as we get to it. So, let's go ahead and pop over to the workplace. Here we are. So we'll kill the lo-fi and pop on the game audio, because this game has beautiful fucking audio in it. I kicked the music down just a little bit because it's pretty strong. So, in the classic tradition here in the Mountain Home, in reverence to the total halibut, the total biscuit, yeah, Dungeon Maker, yeah. We'll walk through the settings real quick. So, audio settings, pretty straightforward. I kind of like that the default... Oh, no, it doesn't default to audio, but it does sort of hold whatever settings you were last in. That's nice, because if you make an adjustment and then leave and then come back, you're right where you were. That's a nice little detail. It's a small thing. Audio, very standard. Mute all, turn it on, master volume, music effects, voice volume, which is very nice. This game has a lot of voice acting in it. And the voice acting, from what I've experienced so far, is pretty good. Full screen, resolution, VSync is fine, anti-assailing, quality level overall high, blah, 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 blah. Pretty standard, fair shit. Now, display text, display tutorial, don't need that because I understand the game system. Reaction timer. So, in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, there are actions that you can take that are called reactions. So, if someone leaves a space that you're threatening, you can take a reaction to take an attack of opportunity. If you have a particular ability, like one of the ones that we're probably going to see a lot in this game is there is a fighter ability that they can take that if they're wielding a shield and there's an ally within 5 feet of them and their ally gets attacked, that you can use your reaction to throw your shield in the way to impose disadvantage on the attack roll being made against them. We'll get into what all that means in a little while, but just understand that you're providing protection in a way to make your opponent less accurate because you're getting in the way. So reaction timer is whenever you have the chance to take a reaction, you get a timer that literally triggers, that like trickles down, and if you don't make the choice quick enough, you lose the chance to make that reaction. We won't play with it, but I do think it's a really fun option. In these games, it's pretty common to have traps that your characters will encounter, and so this is a very interesting option to turn on or off. So if your group detects a trap, do they immediately stop moving? Do they not stop moving? It's pretty commonplace in games like this to be able to pause the game at any point. So generally speaking, this is just like, do your characters halt as a reaction to detecting a trap that they're about to walk into. Preserve random seed, we're going to leave this off, so we can't save scum, which is just, so, this game revolves around dice rolls to determine whether or not something succeeds or not. So let's say we walk up to a guy and we save right before we talk to him. And it's really important that we nail this persuasion skill check to convince them to do something for us or to let us do something. And we fail. Good morning, how are we doing today? Oh, Otis, we're doing great, man. We're going over the options of Solasta or the Crown of the Magister, and then we're going to get into character creation, which is going to be super fun. That's random seed basically says if preserving random seed, if we were to reload that save file and talk to that NPC again, we would make a new roll of the dice to see if we succeed or fail. Whereas if you preserve your seed and you walk up and your persuasion check is I rolled a 3, then every time you load that save file, you're going to walk up to that guy and roll a 3. So it preserves the randomness. Grouped monster initiatives. I prefer grouped monster initiatives just because it helps the flow of combat, but we'll turn it off because I think it'll be a little bit more fun. Prepare spells and long rest. Changing a character's prepared spells requires a long rest. We are going to leave that on just to sort of make it a little bit more interesting for us. Welcome, Adrosity. How you doing? Faster travel on the world map increases the travel speed while traveling the world map. That's just a small quality of life thing. We're going to leave that on. Camera options show the helmet and the portrait. We're gonna do that. Keep the quick save and autosave low. The difficulty is set to the authentic mode, which is the base difficulty. Basically, D&D the video game. That is a very fair shorthand. It's a little inaccurate, but the inaccuracies of that statement are really, really, really small. So if you said, oh man, I watched the streamer play Solasta Crown of the Magister, it was like D&D the video game, you're not incorrect. And if someone gets on your case about it, they're being a little bit pedantic. So custom difficulty. So we're going to adjust the difficulty a little bit. Morn Wolf, welcome. How you doing? Thanks for coming by the stream. I really appreciate that. I really enjoyed checking out your stream yesterday. So we're going to have the damage taken be base. Didn't sleep well. Sorry about that. A lot of opt-in settings for how D&D would you want this to be. Exactly. Damage taken. We can disable enemy getting critical hits. We'll keep it on. Enemy health multiplier. We'll leave that normal. We're not going to fuck with any of the dice rolls in our favor or not. We will put on deadly AI, which is going to encourage the enemies to use their AoE abilities or shove people off of cliffs if they can. So that means that we have to be very conscientious about how we position our characters, because if we fight an ogre on a cliff face, that ogre, instead of trying to beat us to death with his club, he might just grab us and throw us off the fucking cliff. You know, kind of like what an ogre would do in that situation, or at least I would imagine they would. Merciless AI, we will turn off just because I don't think it's very fun. Monsters will attack unconscious characters to fully kill them, which is just... It's cool, and it's very... I bet this is one of the things you could turn on if you really wanted to make it more difficult. Auto revive. Characters are automatically revived at the end of a battle as long as one survived. We'll go ahead and turn that on just so, because I don't believe you can hire additional adventurers in this game. At least I've not gotten far enough to unlock that ability. So just to keep this run like moving, you know, in case we go into a bad fight and we permanently lose a character because we don't have any materials or spells to bring them back to life, we're just gonna put on auto revive. Just to keep things moving. Health and rest. Companions, critical NPCs, and companions fully recover during short rests? No. No food required? No, we're going to require food. Max health on hit dice? Nah. Max health on level up? Nope. They're going to let those dice rolls be what they are. The tabletop encumbrance rule is just if you're not carrying weight more than you can possibly carry, you're fine. Solasta encourages that if you're carrying a third of what you can possibly carry, you become encumbered. If you're carrying 2/3 of what you can possibly carry, you become heavily encumbered. And if you are carrying fully of what you can carry, you know, you can't move anymore. And then simplified is just like you can carry so much shit you never have to worry about it. We're gonna play with the regular tabletop rules so that one, we don't get bent over with encumbrance bullshit, but also, like, it's reasonable. Never lose concentration. So when you cast a spell, certain spells, like, you know, Bolt of Fire, you, like, just huck a fire bolt at some dude, he gets burned, you go, got him. Some other spells are more long-lasting and have, you know, duration-long effects. So let's go with the most basic spell I can think of for this. Bless. It's a holy spell. And when you cast it, you select a certain amount of characters, including yourself if you want, and those characters get a little bit better at doing a bunch of stuff for about a minute. But you have to maintain concentration on holding that bless. If someone attacks you and you take damage, you have to roll a skill check to not lose the spell. So imagine someone in the back row holding a spell by incanting repeatedly. If you walk over and slap them in the face, they might lose where they are in the incantation, or maybe they can't hold the position to align the magic to the spell anymore. And if you break their concentration, they lose the spell. So never losing concentration, I don't like it. It makes concentration spells just permanent buffs. And, nah. Universal Scrolls. This is a newish CRPG that tries to translate 5th edition rules into a video game. Yeah, from what I've heard, it does a pretty good job converting most things. All right, what is this game about? Never heard of it before? Yeah, so it's what Barbarian just said. What it is about, we'll find out soon. We'll get into the story in literally just a minute. There's one last thing I want to show. So all of this other stuff is about spells, Universal Scrolls. Can anybody read magic scrolls and cast the spell from the scroll correctly? I say no. Unless you're particularly trained in the arcane arts, perhaps. I would say that it, like, I'm a layman. I can read a book, but if you ask me to read something, it seems really awesome. I love D&D. Oh yeah, dude, I'm way into this. Spell components can have verbal, somatic, and material components. I'm going to allow full on all of these, including the material components. So if we're going to get a spell that's like, you have to have a pearl worth 1,000 gold in your inventory to cast this spell as the spell's catalyst, and we don't have a pearl, we can't cast that spell. That's just going to make, like, the treasures we find more interesting. Good morning, Akami. Welcome. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by to the mountain home. Dice rolls random. Guaranteed criticals, no thank you. We'll leave all the story stuff on to earn as we go, so no forced successes or anything like that. Yeah, we'll allow reroll exploration checks just so we can actually, like, find everything. Allow tuning to unknown items, so you can pick up an item and don't know what it does and equip it anyway, in case, you know, what if it's cursed. Interface, leave it as it's fine. Now this shit right here is the last one that I'm going to actually get into, and then we're going to start the game. This shit is fucking awesome. Show dice. I want to see all the dice. I want to see all the dice always, every time. And then this is the coolest shit ever. You get to pick the look and color of your dice for every situation. Look at all this shit. I fucking love this. It's such a small thing, but it's so good. Alright, so... Oh, no. Don't do that? Yeah. So, we're going to make 4 characters, and we're going to formulate our party. So, I'm going to make 1 character, and then you guys are going to make a character. And then I'm going to make a character, and then you guys are going to make a character. Fancy Dice DLC coming soon? I fucking hope so. So, I'm going to make a dwarf, because, duh. And I haven't seen gameplay yet? Yeah. So we're going to play a hill dwarf is wisdom and bonus health per level. And snow dwarves is bonus dexterity and +2 bonus to their constitution saving throws. So we're going to go with a snow dwarf. We're going to go with a lady. Alright, cleric. So we only have 6 classes available, which is fine because these, generally speaking, hit the main archetypes. We have cleric, we have fighter. Cleric is your, like, martial, holy caster. Cleric is your holy spellcaster. Paladin is your martial holy character. Fighter is your pure martial. Ranger is your, like, half nature magic, half martial class. Wizard is your full arcane class. And rogue is your skill monkey / martial class. So lots of martial representation here, which I'm about. And then we have cleric and wizard for, like, the polar opposites of how spellcasting works. So, we're going to pull a paladin. So you can edit your starting equipment, which is something that you can do in 5th edition. So you can choose what weapons you want to start with. So we can start with a long sword and a shield, or 2 other, like, big martial weapons. We're going to go with a battle axe and a shield. We can also start with a javelin for 5 throwing ammunition, or a single additional weapon. I think we'll go... I don't know what character I want to make. Yeah, well, you guys need to figure that out while I figured this one out. I think we're just going to go with the 5 javelins for throwing. And then we get chainmail, which is our armor choice, and a holy symbol, which is our amulet. Now, holy symbols are going to be relevant for our cast for this paladin, because that's how they're going to cast their holy spells. They need to have that available to them. And then we can take either a priest pack or an explorer's pack. An explorer's pack comes with a backpack, 5 torches, 1 ration pouch, a healing remedy item, some projectile parts, and a small smith toolkit. And the priest pack comes with a backpack, 2 candles, which is not insignificant. Light sources matter. A ration pouch, healing remedy, crafting the ability to craft the scroll of cure wounds, and a scroll of revivify. So that's very valuable. The main thing is that the explorer's pack has more utility tools in it, and the priest pack has more healing in it. So we'll go with the priest pack. This game has a mechanic similar to the Darkest Dungeon as well. Yes, very much in a lot of ways. You can equip your heroes with specific items and also equip your whole party. Yeah. Alright, so who's our deity? Aaron, the primordial god of the elements and patron of adventurers, peasants, hermits, and all others who value nature above civilization. The oldest of the Temerian deities? Aaron is one to whom humanity first prayed when struggling to survive in a hostile environment. His spouse is Meriki, the goddess of life and death. His clergy is divided into 3 main branches, one attached to each of the Arun's powers: fire, ice, and lightning. Einar is the god of valor and fidelity. Fuck me. and a patron of paladins, lawful warriors, and those who bring light to darkness. The Church of Einar is organized into 3 orders: the Blade, the Shield, and the Beacon. The Blade is a military order, a bulwark against chaos and evil. The Shield is an order of protectors devoted to their flock. The Beacon is an order of itinerant preachers, helping the communities through which they travel in the strength of their arms, healing skills, and knowledge of their law. I kind of like the Order of the Beacon. Marike, which is the wife of Arun, the goddess of life and death, the patron of healers and embalmers, and the embodiment of universal duality. Traditionally, she is Arun's wife. Her cult consists of 2 orders. The Order of Life, Radiant, travels the land as healers and defenders. They worship the healing, motherly aspect of Marike. The Order of Oblivion is an order of avengers and embalmers. Where evil tries to prevent the cycle of life and death, the order ensures that the culprits are dealt with, and that their undead victims return to rest. And Pakri, goddess of law and knowledge, and patron of judges and lawyers, teachers, librarians, and scholars. She gifted humans with the thirst for knowledge so that they could learn and develop their society, and the law which preserves civilization. Her clergy are divided into 2 orders. The Order of the Book includes the most learned lawyer priests in the world, and the Order of the Owl sends its members across the land to help those in need of protection and justice. Those are all really well written and rad fucking deities. I'm here for it. I'm either feeling Einar or Pakri. I kind of want to go Pakri, Order of the Owl. All right, so what's this lady's background? Is she an academic, an acolyte, an aristocrat, a law keeper, a lowlife, a philosopher, a sellsword, or a spy? I'm feeling philosopher. They're going to be a pragmatic altruist. So you pick 2 personality flags, and then we get to pick 2 additional personality flags on the good, evil, law, and chaos spectrum. So we're going to double down on being a pragmatic altruist. So down here in the bottom left, you can see that this character's personality is that they are a formal pragmatist with altruism, and they are somewhat casual, probably due to their philosopher background. So this is how the statistics of your character functions. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intellect, wisdom, and charisma are going to be all very relevant to how this character interacts with the world around them. However, as a paladin, strength, charisma, and constitution are going to be our mainstays. So you can either reroll your dice endlessly to get random pools and distribute them as you want. You can take the standard array of 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. But what we're going to do is we're going to do point buy, because that's how I run my tables, and I really think it's a very fair system. So we get +2 con and +1 dexterity from being a snow dwarf. So we're going to crank that con up to 14 and crank that strength up to 14, and we're going to crank up this charisma to 14 as well. And let's see what we have after we level everything else out to 10. We have 4 points remaining. So I say we either try and rack this strength up. Oop. Can't get that to 15. But we can get both of our primary statistics to 15, which is pretty tasty. So we'll leave that there. Now, let me break down how these statistics work, because you can see this array right here says like 15 and +2. The way attributes work in Dungeons and Dragons, and have for a long time, is you take the number that the attribute is, so in this case 10 for dexterity, minus 10, divide by 2, and that's the bonus that you get. So with dex, you minus 2, go to 0, divide by 2 is 0. So 15 minus 10 is 5, divide by 2 is 2.5, you round down to 2. So basically every even number above 10 nets you a bonus. So having 2 odd numbers is kind of awkward, but it's fine. Now we get to align our proficiencies, the things that this character is going to be good at. Now, you can roll, no matter, even if you're untrained and stuff, your character can roll the dice to see if they can do something. But you have a proficiency stat, which is +2 at level 1. It's based off of your level. And things that you're proficient at, you get to add your proficiency to. Simple as that. So this character is already proficient with medicine and persuasion. So let's take religion, since they're a religious person, and insight, so to see if they can, helpfully discern if people are being untrustworthy. Or actually, we'll take religion and intimidation in case we need to fucking rustle some jimmies. Now, our character is proficient with the herbalism kit, which is important for making potencies and potions. They are proficient with simple weapons, martial weapons, which are just like more complicated weapons, light, medium, and heavy armor and shields. Which is why she's going to be a thick bitch. So, we know Common and Dwarvish. What other language would we take? Elven, Giant, Goblin, Halfling, Orc, Terran, or Old Temerian? We're going to take Old Temerian because I like the idea that this philosophical person is a learned person. And we'll take Elvish as well. And then we get to make her look the way we want her to look. So she's going to be Madison. Her clan name, the Forgeborn. And let's see what faces we got here. 4 is nice. I like the little pursed lips. Give her a little bit of a darker skin tone. Actually, we'll go with the tone that was suggested for the Snow Dwarves. I don't know how the Snow Dwarves in this world work, so we're going to go with that. Hair shape. It's pretty basic, but okay. That one's a little bit more well kept, and since she's like a warrior philosopher, I'm going to go with this. Spell a Monster Factory in the works for this game. Oh, I'm sure they're already working on it. I want to give her bright, like orange amber eyes. Make her a little bit older.
No! Heave ho! No! Look, a secret door. I kind of like that.
Now, this is fucking awesome. This is such a small thing, but you get to pick your character's pronouns. And I think that that's really cool. She, he, and they are the available pronouns. We're going to keep her as a she. Sorry, keeping her as a she is a bit presumptuous. Madison uses she pronouns. Alright, so that's Madison Forgeborn. There we go. Alright, chat. What's the first character that you're going to pick? Remember, we have Dwarf of Hill and Snow, Half-Elf, Human, Halfling of the Marsh and Island varieties, and High Elf and Sylvan Elf. Hobbit wizard named Gerald Hilltop, whose god is Paki, with his background as academic. Okay. Chat can figure out his equipment and personality, lol, max his intelligence or whatever. Alright, so Otis has a whole fucking thing going together. I'm down for it. We have Escanor putting forward High Elf. Any others there? I'll give you guys about half a minute to throw some ideas out there for the race. What's the other elf? Is Sylvan, so like wood elf would be the more probably common nomenclature. Born and raised in the eastern forests of Solasta, Sylvan elves are trained to survive in the wilds and are particularly apt to survive. As their high elf cousins, they are trained to fight with the swords of childhood. Okay. Whereas high elves seem more like studious city slickers. Yeah, trained to use magic very early. that every character would be a dwarf. I mean, listen, Madrasity. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a very real possibility that I kind of hope that we would just go, 4 dwarves in a trench coat. But no one has suggested a dwarf yet. Halflings fit the fun size squad theme. That's true. So does anyone want to second Escanor's High Elf or Otis's Halfling suggestion? No half works. I know, right? It seems like one of the shortcomings that I would definitely see in this setting is that orcs are just like green bad people in this world, which is a bummer. There's an empty slot right there. Well, this game is in early access, so like the possibility for additional stuff to be added is there. I haven't seen any confirming statements declaring that they're going to be adding more races and classes, but considering that there is no druid or anything, it seems fair to me. Second, a dwarf party. Okay. So, Madrasity, are you suggesting a dwarf party and Escanor seconding you? Okay. So, I'm sorry, Otis. We'll try and I hope we do get a wizard, but we'll try and bring Geralt Hilltopple to some level of existence. So, let's carry on with that. With we'll make a hill dwarf. Okay, we'll make a hill dwarf wizard. Okay. And we'll name it Chat Hilltopple. How's that sound? Is that a fair compromise? Chet Hilltopple? Okay, that's fine. I'm with that. Quarterstaff. Component pouch, I think, is just more fun for the spell focus. Scholar's pack. Crafting scroll of magic missile. Crafting healing potion, and a pearl. Yeah, we'll definitely take the Scholar's pack. The first dwarf Hilltopple. I thought dwarves couldn't use magic normally. That depends on the setting, Escanor. Some settings are very much in that mindset of dwarves and magic don't get along, but there are some settings where dwarves are like intrinsically magical. I mean, if you look at the inspiration for a lot of the modern interpretations of how dwarves work, and you look at like Nordic mythology, dwarves maybe don't throw fireballs and shit, but the magic that they infuse into the things that they crafted was magic. Like, so, I don't know. It's to me, it's all about the setting that you're talking about. So we'll definitely lean into the academic, I think. Yeah. So, Chet Hilltopple. What kind of dwarf is this dude? What kind of dwarf? What manner of man is this dwarf? Is he a pragmatic person? Is he lawful, greedy? Is he egotistical? Pragmatism and lawfulness. Any other insights? Anybody? I do like how the backgrounds form your personality for the additional cynical and authority. Okay. So we're talking about a person who uses the law to rationalize the world around them and to guide the people that they encounter to potentially a detrimental level. Is that a fair interpretation of like who this guy is? He wields the law as a ruler. And I mean like a measuring stick ruler, not like a leader. Let's see. So we'll go with a cynical. All right. Again, we'll point by. We're going to crank that int as high as it'll go. I'm going to crank that con up to 14 and give him some dexterity. So we have 7 points left. We've got him pretty hardcore maxed out in his intelligence. We could crank his con up to 16 and make him super thick for a wizard, which I'm kind of cool with. The law keeps us from dissolving into lesser beings as we deviate, we are worse. Yeah, so like definitely that sort of mentality. Like the rule of the world is the law of the world. Dex up to 14. We can get there, yeah. And we'll have just like a derpy, odd statistic somewhere. Dex Wizard for the win. Fucking Dex Wizards are wizards that don't eat shit. We're already working pretty hard. Our whole party's gonna be thick. Yeah, you bet your ass our whole party's gonna be thick. 16 Constitution being a Hill Dwarf, so bonus HP every level. This guy's gonna have 10 HP as a wizard at level 1? Let's go. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna run history and investigation. This dude's going to be a studious and have a scrutinous eye. But let's say he traveled and learned the Orcish words and the old Temerian languages. They know they're coming to the sound of applause, but there's no crowd. All right, so this is a big one. This is what spells and cantrips does this guy know from the beginning. So we definitely want to take a damaging spell. So Acid Splash, which deals 1d6 damage on a dex save to up to 2 targets. Okay. Annoying Bee. Inflicts distracted by annoying bee. They take 1d4 damage, and then they have disadvantage on maintaining their spells into their next turn. That's a super fun option. Chill Touch. Cannot gain hit points. If I'm dead, disadvantage on attacking the caster. Okay. That's a ranged attack, too. 1d8 necrotic. I like that. Dancing Lights. Just summons a little wisp of light that we can move around to illuminate the area. Who needs a tank when your whole party is dummy thick? Dazzle lowers the target's AC and prevents reaction until the start of the next turn. That one's pretty nice. Firebolt, just big fire damage on a reach. Light is a good spell to have. Although, if we're all dwarves, we all have dark vision, so, like, you know. Light, Poison Spray is a close range, D12 damage. Ray of Frost, -2 speed. That can be really relevant. Does okay damage. Shadow Armor, gains 3 temporary hit points. Shadow Dagger deals psychic damage. Shine, an enemy you see becomes luminous. Okay, so like a baby fire, like fairy fire, I guess. Shocking Grasp, melee attack, Sparkle. Target of 3 objects that can be illuminated. And True Strike gives you advantage. Minus speed would be helpful with both members being dwarves so far and having less move speed. Agreed. Bypassing resistances later. It's a good point. So let's take we have a psychic damage and we have frost damage. Let's take a utility cantrip. So between light, dancing lights, or sparkle, which of those three would you guys suggest as a cantrip? Being able to have a light AI that we can move around, turning something into a torch, or lighting 3 light sources at a distance. Sparkles is fun, yeah. Alright, now big boy spells. Can a sparkled creature gain the benefits of invisibility? That would be Shine. If we wanted to do something like that, we would go with Shine. Oh man, we have all 3 choices represented here. Alright, well, I'm gonna start reading the level 1 spells while you guys sort out which illuminating spell we want. Burning Hands is a cone of fire. Charm Person inflicts charmed on them, considers the caster an ally. Color Spray is a blind. Comprehend Languages is a ritual, which is nice. Alright, Sparkles. I see 2 for Sparkle. That's what we're going to go with. Comprehend Languages seems really good. For the duration of the spell, you can understand the literal meaning of any spoken words that you hear. Detect Magic. Sorry, I'm making that hard choice. We're taking Detect Magic. Expeditious Retreat gives a bonus move speed. Oh, lets you dash as a bonus action. False Life gives temporary hit points. How much temporary hit points? 1d4 plus 4. So up to 8. It's not bad. Featherfall lets you not die when you fall. Fog Cloud, which creates an obscuring field. Grease, which, makes a grease. Hideous Laughter is like a debilitating spell. Makes one target not able to move or do shit. Identify. We're going to take that as well. Jump. Seems good. Mage Armor seems almost mandatory for us. All I want is a thick ginger hill dwarf named Talia Hotspoon. Alright, we'll see if we can make that happen. Magic Missile is a classic spell. Thunder Wave, Sleep, Shield, and Protection versus Good and Evil. So we have 3 utility spells and an attack spell. What other 2 spells do you guys think we should take? Now remember, in this game, we can craft spells, we can craft scrolls. Now, if we craft scrolls, or if we buy scrolls, our wizard can copy those spells into his spellbook and learn new spells between levels. I was once in a party where there was one of the players convinced everyone to not take Detect Magic, and I kept telling him it was a stupid idea, though I did eventually relent since everyone seemed to be on his side. We then immediately had a session where Detect Magic would have been super useful. Detect Magic is probably one of the most valuable spells of all time. Just in my personal opinion, the amount of utility you get from that is just fucking otherworldly good. Alright, so let's take an AoE spell. So we'll just snatch Burning Hands. The last one will take either Jump, maybe Hideous Laughter, Grease. Any ideas, anybody? Grease for area control, Jump to access areas. Jump is others. Hideous Laughter is like a single target incapacitation. So pretty powerful, to be honest. But it does nothing if they pass their save, which is a wisdom saving throw. So yeah. Jump's going to let us get to certain places that we normally wouldn't be able to. Grease is going to be great for area control, and might synchronize with Burning Hands really well. Jump is my vote. Seems a very good traversal spell that could be used in a CRPG. Agreed. Any other big thoughts? You vote is Grease. All right, we have one vote Grease, one vote Jump. Anybody else have any strong feelings here? All right, that's 2 votes for Grease. All right, so we said this guy's going to be Chet Hilltopple, right? I'm going to call this person Chat, so you guys just going to have to deal with that. And there we go. That actually looks really studious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, big beard. Hell yeah. Let's give you guys blue eyes. Blonde hair is a bad look. So yeah, there we go. Dark hair, blue eyes. Make you, I don't know. You guys are overall pretty adult, so let's make you, you know, upper middle-aged.
Let there be light.
Undignified, but necessary.
We're going to keep that snooty, educated voice.
Are you still with us?
What strength?
All right, everybody, pronouns. She, he, or they. Okay. Any other thoughts? Give you guys a few seconds to sort out. All right. Chet Hilltopple is born. All right, now I'll make the third character. I think we'll go with Snowdwarf. And this is going to be, we have a cleric, we have a wizard. Sorry, we have a paladin and a wizard. Go with ranger, I feel. Nah. Young rogue who angry at the world. Think if they're so dummy thick. Let's go. Yeah, cleric. We're gonna have 2 holy people. Alright, that's why we don't pick those this early. We pick domains at first level, though. Okay, we'll pick that next. Okay, cool. Punch cleric, good choice. Alright, so let's take a look here. We'll take a mace is fine, because warhammers and maces have the same statistical, right? No, warhammers are just better. Alright. Scale mail is fine. Stealth disadvantage, whatever. Crossbow, nah. Take a spear as a backup. Priest pack is what now? We already took this with our paladin, so we'll take an explorer's pack for some additional other items. It's a versatile melee weapon. Mace is a simple weapon. Yeah, that's the big difference. Alright. So, this is going to be our embalmer. she is going to be sister to our Forgeborn, Madison Forgeborn. But she is going to be in giving, as long as you're conscious, you and your fellow party members within 6 have advantage on death saves. That's actually really good. How does the Revivify spell have a material component, and does the Priest Pack come with it? Yes, it does. The Scroll of Revivify does not have a material component, but I'm pretty sure that the regular spell Revivify does have. So she is going to have looked too deep. She's a lowlife who is a cautious but kind person. And let's see, she has a bit of a violent side, but overall is very kind. So a little bit of violence in there. Odor scrolls usually not need a component. Yeah, so the idea of casting a spell through a scroll is that all of the magic that is required to cast the spell is contained within the power of the papyrus that the scroll is. So, generally speaking, if you cast a spell that has a material component, and then you sort of put that spell into a scroll, the material component is used then. Yeah. Point by. She's also going to be mega thick. Yeah. That's a good spread. Yeah, we'll go even across the board, and just 4 plus 2s feels good. Alright. Medicine, religion. Alright, so she always knows chill touch, which is excellent. Right? I hope that that's the case. I'm kind of hoping for her to always have that available. Yeah, okay, so that's what that means. Cool. Let's say resistance, guidance is kind of an annoying spell, so I'm not going to take it. And they'll take resistance. 1 minute. Yeah, Spare the Dying is hella useful, but remember, as a cleric of this particular god, every ally that's on the ground within 6 meters or 6 units of measurement from us has advantage on death saves. So Spare the Dying should not be necessary here because we're already giving them a huge advantage in that regard. So Chill Touch, Shine and Light, I guess. I don't know. Feels bad to take 2 spells like that, but yeah, these are diverse enough. I'll take both. I don't care. Guidance is such a good spell, but I fucking hate it. It's so annoying. Oh, before we do anything, hold on. I have to stop and swap over to my cleric and cast guidance on that person before they do literally anything. Oh, I need to swap over to my cleric and cast guidance on everybody. I hate it. Maldita Forgeborn. We'll give her the same face as her sister. Should be a little bit fairer skinned. Same hair. We gave her like a different hair color. Let's give her more of like an auburn hair. And she's a little older than her sister.
Damn it. Clumsy idiot.
Deal with it.
And because they're, you know, of their particular life, they're going to go by they pronouns. We're going to give her the same eyes of her sister. Of their sister, my bad. I'm going to fuck that up a lot and feel really shitty about it. Alright, chat. Last character. We have a frontline paladin. We have a thick wizard. And we have a death-obsessed cleric. What's our last character going to be, everybody? Hill Dwarf? Okay. Well, that's right, yeah. A female rogue Hill Dwarf whose name is Talia Hotspoon. Rapier is going to be better than short sword. Short bow is better than short sword. Burglar's pack. What do you come with? Ah, crafting basic poison, antitoxin, and a basic poison to start with. Yeah, 100% we'll take those. Leather armor, 2 daggers, and some thieves' tools. Straight away, solid shit. Alright, we are a spy. Was that what I saw? Young rogue who's angry at the world. Burglar's pack is better than short sword. Man, Burglar's pack is fucking tight, dude. Okay, so let's see. A cautious, cynical spy who put a little bit of egotism in there. Yeah. Take the point buy. Go fucking massive into dexterity. A little bit of con, so we're thick on the front lines. We'll take a little bit of strength. Just so we don't get pushed around too much. But yeah, very heavy on the physical side of things. Let's see, we got sleight of hand, gotta take that sleight of hand. And then acrobatics feels like a shore-in. Athletics make her just really good at doing the physical side of things. And then perception feels good. Now, expertise. So, expertise is a very special thing that rogues get. Some other classes get it too, but mainly it's a rogue thing. They get to double their proficiency bonus into a couple of skills. So we're going to double our proficiency in Thieves' Tools. And planting something on someone else or concealing an object on your person. Make it... Yeah, okay. I think that our party's too fucking thick to really do big stealth plays, so we're going to lean into acrobatics and make her more slippery on the battlefield. And she's going to take Terran, even though it's worthless, and... Oh, whoa. What's that? Although part of the rule set and valid for role-playing purposes, this element is not used in the Crown of Magister. Alright, well then fucking... I'm not gonna fucking spend points on it if it's not worth anything. What the shit? Chet Thunder Thighs Hill Topple. I love the wizard is the thickest of them all. I mean, hey, right? And Orcish. Alright, and so Talia, right? Talia Hot Spoon. They could really work on these faces. They're not like super diverse. There we go. I imagine that she's gonna have her hair very well kept and like stowed away. There we go. Just give us face sliders to make our own monsters. Yeah, pretty much. There you go. Just a real ginger. Keep her on the younger side.
A real little goblin.
Alright. There we go. We have our party, boys. I don't know, man. That mohawk ponytail was hot. Alright, alright, alright. Let me see. Huh. Alright. Well, hopefully we can change the hair later on. New adventure. Our first character will be Madison Forge born. And then we'll have Maldita Forgeborn. And then we have Talia Hotspoon and Chet Hilltopple. Alright, let's get to it. Looking pretty fine on that baseline. Alright, so we begin like all traditionally good stories begin in a tavern. I'm excited for this campaign. Yeah, it's going to be fun, I think. I'll let you guys know when we've reached the point that I haven't been to. It's not very deep into the game, but we're probably not going to get there today, but we might. I'm going to let this play.
Before the Cataclysm, there were no gods on Solasta. No humans either. Then, the rift opened. Some say it was a magical accident, or the work of an evil god. No one knows for sure. The Cataclysm destroyed the old High Elf Empire. Manicalan, they called it, and twisted the land beyond recognition. Now, only the brave and the foolish go there, in search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
It is the year 1024 after the Cataclysm. New states have arisen around the Badlands and crave its treasures. A newly discovered road offers a safer route into the ruined heart of the Empire from the Principality of Masgarth, upsetting the balance of power. The Legacy Council is formed to ensure that this knowledge is shared. It issues a call for agents to explore the Badlands in its name. Adventurers flock to Caer Cathlin, the Principality's capital and the home of the Council. 4 strangers meet in the Grave Keep's cask, close to the Council chambers.
This beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
Perfect.
Is this the place for the Legacy Council job? Hope I'm not too late. Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here. Sit, relax. Perhaps you'd enjoy a pint of this obnoxious ale.
If you're here for the council job, get in line. Though if this Lord Karen doesn't show up soon, I may go looking for him. Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
So is this the job? Getting shit-faced? Indeed. You mentioned something about some trouble. Would you care to elaborate? Well, I was heading down a lonely road when 3 shitheads jumped from the bushes.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking me up a little bit.
Threw my ass in these broken
This rogue
bridges.
complaining about beer, it's
Smelled
great.
like some poor bastard had died in there. A strong wind could have took it down.
So these are our tutorials. So we have our actions. We can attack something with our bare hands. Oh shit, Chet is posh. Yeah, he's a fucking academic. Cast some spells. Okay, so we got our, cure wounds, healing word, inflict wounds, sleep, shield of faith. We have our resistance cantrips and stuff like that. And cautious is basically sneaking, where you move slower but get a chance to not be discovered the moment you're spotted by somebody. So we'll just right-click around the map. This is how we're going to primarily interact with the game world. Wasad to pan the camera, click and move the mouse to flip the camera around. Ah, yes, the Dark Souls method of tutorial. Free torch. The lighting in this game is really good, by the way. So I love the audio design. You can hear some people chattering down the hallway. Shove a stone out of the way. Navigate this horrible little place. I'm glad they didn't hear that. I do want that chest. Just got to go around for it. I didn't want that chest. How dare you? Hey, healing potion. And we'll break this wall. Get fucked, idiots. Oh, hey, it's all of our stuff. Some money, some food, and some arrows. To desire all treasure is simply to be an adventurer. Indeed. Although Maldita's true vocation is to bring good, honest death.
Escaped unscathed. Well done, my friend.
My flagon is empty of ale, and Lord Karen still isn't here. Have another ale. It's not like you have anywhere better to be.
Well, let me tell you my story then. I too was accosted on the way here, but I faced my foes head on. Let's hear it then. Don't be shy.
Alright, so this is our combat tutorial. Let's see all the initiatives getting rolled out. So we get to go first. Right, so we have our javelin and shield. We have a candle and empty-handed. Now we do need to be careful about attacking with the javelins because we'll just throw it. So we want to move forward and then attack. Oh man.
Another victory.
Starting off fucking sweet, boys. It's a fucking critical off the break. Oh. Now see, that wolf attacked with advantage because of packed tactics. So, because there's two wolves attacking me, they both get to roll with advantage. Now, rolling with advantage in this game, or disadvantage, is you simply get to roll two 20-sided dice and take either the favorable of the two numbers if you have advantage, or the unfavorable one of the two if you have disadvantage. I swore, didn't we have... Yeah, we have a battle axe. Yeah, what... Get walloped.
And the winner is me.
I was curious as to why they were like, here's a fucking javelin in hand. Like, I don't know why is that. So do we have a power to use? Divine Sense, Lay on Hands, Neutralize Poison, and Cure Disease. Okay. So we can disengage as our main action. And if we do that, then we can move without provoking attacks of opportunity. If we take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks, and so at the start of your next turn, attacks made against you have disadvantage, if you can see the attacker. And we make dex saves with advantage. We can ready our action, so we can prep a melee attack if someone comes close to us, a ranged attack if we see somebody, and cantrip attacks, similarly as ranged attacks. We can take the dash action, which lets us move twice, or we can shove to knock a creature around. Just like how we pushed that wolf off a cliff. And now we're being attacked by a much more threatening wolf, the Greyback. Has 50 HP. So this is teaching us to use the disengage. There's going to be a lot of cliff eating, isn't there? Maybe. So we're going to move with disengage so we don't provoke an attack of opportunity from this far more threatening enemy. And then we're going to move up here and shove this boulder to break the bridge down. So this is teaching you one, use your environment to your advantage. Two, how to disengage.
What a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
I don't remember anyone asking your opinion.
The Badlands are thick with them, shape-shifting bastards.
Go easy on him. He's just a harmless old drunk. Probably saw lizard folk or dragonborn or something.
You think I don't know the difference? All those spines on their backs, those jaws. You've never seen anything like it. Not lizard folk, not troglodyte, not dragonborn, I'm telling you.
No one believes in Sorax anymore. Except the Church of Enar, of course. There's a Sorak under every bed if you believe them.
Easy now. Don't mock people for their faith.
Read them books. Sorax are masters of deception, infiltration. Anyone here could be a Sorak. You'd never know.
Oh, come on.
Huh, you'll see.
So, anyway. Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real, and not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality.
That is preposterous.
I traveled here from the east and left the main highway. hoping to save time by traversing the hills. The views were magnificent, but I should have kept my eye on the path, because it gave way beneath my feet, plunging me into a Stygian darkness. Ow. That's going to leave a mark.
Alright, so we are hurt down to 3 HP. We do have all of our things with us, which is nice.
Let there be light.
Don't we have spells for this? Yeah, we have spells for this. So this is our tutorial to light sources, so let's fucking do this shit with some flair. Sparkle, baby! Hell yeah. Alright, examine this totem. Ah, yes, good.
What a peculiar style of art. Clearly the work of some savage hand.
Gotta love a history check in the hands of our greatest historian in the party, and he fucking butchered the role. Classic D&D. Spellbook. Okay, crafting these things, that's what that is. And some fucking arrows, I guess. Let's go cautious so we don't know what's ahead.
There they are. Discretion is clearly the better part of valor in this instance.
We got a bunch of orcs down there and a pulley. So sneak past. Okay, so we use the caution mode to see if we can slink past these guys. We're above them a floor, so hopefully... Can we talk to the orcs? No. Like I said, I think that this setting is that orcs are just like evil green humanoids, so like they'd probably butcher us. Now, I like this. If you look at a creature that you haven't encountered before, they're called an unknown creature. Now, unfortunately, the fucking lore tooltip doesn't hide any information. So it says, unknown creature. Orcs are British tribal warriors known for their barbaric habits. They live by raiding and looting. So it's like, okay, this is an orc. I mean, I guess we probably could figure that out by looking at it, but like, I don't know. That becomes more problematic for stuff that we know less about. But we don't know what its AC, its HP, its movement abilities, and it's challenge rating because we don't have knowledge about it. So when we finish an encounter with enemies, we have a chance to learn about them, which will give us additional information for encountering them in the future. It's a good thing they don't look up or react to us pulling on their pulley. And we're good. There's some simple platforming. Good thing they don't hear our screams of agony, yeah. Of us being little weak boys. Now, these campfires that you can encounter...
This is apparent. Fine. I shall wait until they go. These creatures do hunt, right?
So, whenever you see a campfire like this with a little symbol, you can use this as like a rest point to take a long rest or a short rest, or, yeah, long rest. So on a long rest, you recover all of your missing hit points and half of your hit dice. We'll get into what hit dice are later. And upon rest completion, you will recover these features so we can manipulate our spell slots. And post-rest action... we'll get all of our spell slots back, and then after the rest action, we can prepare different spells. So let's go ahead and take the long rest, and then that's the time it takes to do it. So we'll prepare our spells. So we can only prepare 3 spells, which I didn't realize. So let's take Detect Magic, Mage Armor, and Magic Missile. Okay, anything to loot in here? Probably not.
I would have slaughtered every one of those green-skinned monsters.
Ah, yes.
Very distinctive stink.
I'm beginning to think Lord Karen might be a mythical creature.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Yes, but I have good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business. We can't take up arms together if we don't trust each other. Fine. You want to know the truth? I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine, and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
Sounds like an idiot.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral, and wanted me to reacquire it. Because you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
Now we get to showcase the Rogues tutorials and learn kind of like how to play this type of character correctly and effectively. So pretty much immediately, we're going to throw up caution. So we see human tracks, probably bandits. They look quite fresh. So you can pick up on tracks like that and learn some information about the local enemies. More tracks spotted, more tracks spotted. Same thing though. Some thieves' tools. Thankfully, this is our rogue, so we already have thieves' tools on our person. But now we're going to go with just a single rapier. When you dual wield in this in 5th edition, you can make a regular attack action to attack with your main hand, and then a bonus action to attack with your offhand. You can always pretty much do that. But the offhand is going to not get any bonuses from your stats. So if we wielded 2 daggers, like we have at the start here, we're going to do 1d4 plus 2 and 1d4 with the offhand. Whereas if we use just the rapier, we'll do plus 1d8 plus 2. Which is about the same, and we don't have to hit twice to deal full damage. More importantly, we also don't have to use our bonus action to deal the same amount of damage. So even though 2d4 plus 2 is more consistent with a higher minimum damage range than 1d8 plus 2, the amount of action economy we have to give up to literally just increase our minimum damage by 1 is really, really substantial. So we're just going to stick with single-hand rapier and use our short bow as a secondary.
Oh, Liam, always thoughtful.
More tracks, more tracks. There's a guy up here on the battlements, so it's a good thing that we're stealthed or he would have seen us. We'll get through the wall here. Stay sneaky. And cruise through this courtyard. Big fucking roll with the thieves' tools. Good morning, oh hi there. Welcome, welcome. We're just getting started into our run of Solasta, Crown of the Magister, a CRPG game where we're playing as 4 dwarves in service of the Principality of something to explore some loot-laden ruins. But right now, our party is sort of hanging out together in a bar, waiting for our client to show up to give us a job. And so right now, we're going through all four of our characters' little personal backstory of how they got to the township that we're all in. So we found a trap. So that's what those look like. We'll disarm it. Again, just fat fucking rolls. So this chest is trapped. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was a pretty bad roll, and we still succeeded. I mean, this is very clearly, like, the preamble tutorial to the game. Alright, so we got our buddy's heirloom, and we're going to take the fucking 22 gold as compensation for our services. Dummy thick rolls for dummy thick dwarves, eh? Yeah, man.
There you are, you filthy crook!
You? What? You're drunk. Get out of here before I kill you.
Think you scare me? Not anymore.
A grave mistake.
Fucking idiot.
Liam, what are you doing here? I told you I'd take
He
care
rolled
of
initiative. He rolled better. We're at the top, which is all we need. Swap to our bow. And we're going to murder this idiot. So we're attacking with advantage because this guy doesn't know we're here. And because we're attacking with advantage and we're a rogue, we're going to deal sneak attack damage. So this guy's going to get fucking deleted. Oh, and we criticaled. That guy is super dead. The background will work? Of course.
Here to see Lord Karen.
Alright, so here's our first dialogue choice. So, this is why we put so much effort into characterizing these dwarves before we started. Every time a dialogue option comes up, most of the party is going to have a response. So, Madison, who is, a pretty pragmatic lady, is going to be like, who's asking? Be very direct. Talia, who is our sassy spy rogue who hates the world, is like, fuck you, I'm here to get fucked up. Get the fuck out of my face. And Maldita, who is kind of a spiky badass, is, gonna give us, maybe we're looking for a fight. Who the fuck are you, man? So we'll go with Madison's more even-keeled response.
Depends on who's asking.
Well, if you're here for Lord Karen of the Legacy Council, that would be me.
All right, so we're ready to do this. We should get paid for waiting, or so you're real then. We'll go with Talia's response.
So you're not a mythical creature after all.
Unlike, say, a sober adventurer?
Hey.
Might we ask a bit more about this quest of yours, sir, if you please?
Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing. What do you want to know?
So we'll ask. We'll be direct.
Are we going to work for you?
Not exactly, no. I'll be your contact with the Legacy Council, which you will serve as deputies. That's why we need to go there and get you sworn in.
All right. Well, who's the Legacy Council? Who are we working for?
Mission for the council, but what is it exactly?
Dear Mareike, you don't know? I'll try to make it simple. But politics? The council includes representatives of the most powerful and influential organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms. It was created to lead a joint effort to explore the Badlands.
Oi, oi, oi. Hey, Ikamasumi, congratulations on your 5th month of being employed in the Mountain Home, man. I deeply appreciate it. You're 1 month away from your silver beard. That's awesome. What are the Eastern Kingdoms? We know enough. What organizations are there? What are the Badlands? We'll ask this question.
What are the organizations you mentioned?
The council is, how to put it, a non-governmental organization, meaning that state governments are not represented to avoid partisanship. Instead, there are delegates from the Guild of Antiquarians, the Tower of Knowledge, the Arcaneum, And the circle.
I bet his butt is feeling warm. Yeah,
the Church of Einar guarantees fairness.
Those buns
led
are
by
fucking
Marshal
toasted.
Beric Sunblaze and Oathkeeper Lyra Keen.
What are the Badlands, really?
Simply put, they are a monster-ridden, chaotic wasteland that used to be the elven empire called Manicalan. It was destroyed about 1,000 years ago by the Great Cataclysm. Now, only ruins remain, full of forgotten knowledge, riches, and dangers.
I feel like we should know what the Eastern Kingdoms are. We probably lived in them our whole lives. But let's learn.
Which countries make up these Eastern Kingdoms?
Simple. The Principality of Masgarth, here, is in the middle. The Snow Alliance lies to the north. The Kingdom of Galavan to the east, and the New Empire to the south. All friendly, more or less, but the peace is fragile.
I think we know enough now. Thank you.
Let's ask about the
What
Principality.
can you tell us about this place, the Principality?
We don't exactly have the time. Anyway, the Principality of Masgarth is ruled by Princess Kaiwood Silverflower. We are a wealthy state with fertile lands, and the easiest access to the Badlands through a pass called the Copperhead Road. We're in the capital, Caer Kiflin, which was once part of the ancient Manicalan Empire of the High Elves. Hence the magnificent elvish buildings up there in the High Tower. While we don't have a state religion, all of the major faiths of Solasta are represented here, though we tend to favor Einar, the god of valor and fidelity.
We should go, don't you think?
Very well. Come, gather your things. You're late for your swearing in.
Well, it's not our fault, fucker.
Hurry up and wait. The story of my life.
I love that. Hurry up and wait. That's fucking classy. I'm a big fan of Talia, guys. It's a good characterization there, Escanor. A little cliche in some ways, but I'm into it. Poof, these loading screens. This is a beefcake. Oh man, I could have gone and taken a bio break during this. In fact, I'm going to. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Just really had to take that bio. I do hope Chet gets his moment to shine. Oh, dude, I'm sure all these characters are going to get several chances to really unfurl their character. Alright, so here we are in the town square. I'm going to save you guys a lot of heartache. We're not really allowed to interact with any of the characters in this city until we go and get sworn in. So we'll do a walk around of the town here in a little while. I'm just going to uncover the map a little bit. We're going to go get sworn in and let all this lore dump and preamble get underway so we can get to the more meaty gameplay ASAP. I love how like blocky the Fog of War is. It's
magnificent.
It's kind of humorous to me. Now the map is really cool. Do you see these like arrows? If I click on them, I can fast travel among the map to go there quickly, which makes it really fucking convenient to traverse the map. I think a big problem that a lot of these games have is you get stuck in, I don't know where the fuck to go, or if I do, it takes forever to get there.
Never thought I'd get so close to the embassies.
Alright, so inside this palace now.
Look at the size of this council hall.
So this is what they spend our taxes on.
Look! Is that...
The princess. Wait, is she leaving?
Apparently so. Then who will administer the oath?
That's not her role. We're too low for her. The maid who enters her chamber pot. We'll let Chet.
There's an oath keeper for that, I think.
You thought it would be the princess?
Doesn't she lead the council?
No. In this chamber, she's just another delegate. Lady Keene, the council's oath keeper, is trusted by all.
Lord Karen,
Yes, milady.
are these your new deputies?
They are, milady.
My name is Lyra Keene, Oath Keeper of the Council,
Shush. Quiet, everyone.
and I will be administering your vows. Once sworn in, you will carry the authority of the Council wherever you go. Your every action will reflect upon the Council's reputation. Remember that. Always.
I would
Now, please,
never fuck with this
raise
chick.
your right hands. Do you, each and all, solemnly swear your lives and allegiance to this council, and promise to carry forth our mission to protect our alliance from any who would threaten the common good?
I swear.
I swear.
Excellent. Lord Karen will enter your name into the council's register. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations, deputies.
Wait, that's it? What were you expecting? A parade? No, I don't know. It just feels a bit...
Palpatine vibes? A bit, yeah.
anticlimactic.
Sorry to disappoint. So, the mission. As I'm sure you know, the Council maintains a number of outposts to secure the border between the Principality and the Marches. One of them is the former Imperial Fortress, KLM. It's held by some 50 troops under the command of Captain Henrik. He sends us weekly status reports, or rather, he used to. We haven't heard a word from him in 3 weeks. Leave immediately for KLM and find out if anyone there is still alive. If Captain Henrik or anyone else is still breathing, bring him back. The Council wants a first-hand report.
Alright, so let's get some information.
What can you tell us about this Captain Henrik?
A fine officer. More than 15 years in the Principality's army. He inspires trust, loyalty, and courage. Hence the decision to post him there, facing danger.
Wait, these marches, they're not in the Badlands, are they?
The Marches are a no-man's land, between the civilized world and the Badlands. It's outside the chain of mountains that really define the Badlands. We wouldn't send you in there. Yet.
Alright.
Right. I guess that's that. It's on to KLM.
So we just improved our relationship with the Principality of Masgarth by being sworn in as deputies. So now we can go and encounter some of the colorful characters of this town. So over here is the Embassy of the New Empire, the Galavan Embassy, and the Snow Alliance Embassy, which are the different representations and organizations that make up the Legacy Council. But we don't need to worry about them right now.
That's a view.
So to our eternal heroes, this is the Patreons, or maybe not Patreons, but like the people that supported this project. Oh boy, the best part of D&D socializing. Like, I legitimately agree with that. Social conflicts and social interactions are my favorite part. Alright, so we have a dwarf out here on this precipice.
Sun on your face, travelers.
Balance and harmony, Chaplain.
Fair weather, faithful one.
Alright, so let's see. Let's see what services.
Require your services.
What does a priest offer us? Ardent Fire, Priest of Arun. So he sells antitoxins, potions of healing, spell focuses for our casters and holy people. But see, he sells these. It says, our status with the Church of Einar faction is indifferent. We need sympathy to purchase this item. So this guy's going to have items that we don't have the reputation to buy yet. So, gonna have to hold off on that. We also don't have a lot of money. We only have 87 gold pieces between the party and 2 silver pieces. So we need to go and make some fucking cash before we worry about any of that. Now, if I recall, yes, we have learning how to craft the Scroll of Cure Wounds. A Blood Daffodil and a Magnesium will let us craft a Scroll of Cure Wounds. Nothing here. Yes. Crafting of basic poison. A Scarn Powder, a Blood Daffodil, a Galavan Amaranth, and an Angry Violet will let us craft basic poisons. We already have that. So we can sell that for hopefully some value. Then we have Potion of Healing. Is a Magnesium, an Angry Violet, and Galavan Amaranth. So a lot of redundant reagents required for these healing and poisons. No need for ink or parchment, just Daffodil and Magnesium. And a Scroll of Magic Missile. Magnesium, Angry Violet, Galavan Amaranth. Okay. So I feel like this is a system that they have in the game already, but haven't really matured it very much with all of the redundant reagents that are required. Because, like, let's look at crafting. So we could craft an herbal... So if we had... we have Magnesium and Angry Violet. If we had an Amaranth, we could actually craft a Potion of Healing right now. Let's see. We have the projectile parts to craft arrows or crossbow bolts. We just don't have any smithing tools. The Manakalan Rosary can be used as a crafting tool as well to enchant items. And we could make a poison, and we can make some scrolls. See, that's the thing, is that we need to have the spell as well to do that. Gotcha. Cool. Alright. I'm pretty sure these characters are ready to level. Yeah, okay, so we can't level up until we go and have a long rest. So, let's see. Oh, there's an angry bush. That's literally what that is called. Angry bush. Four Angry Violet. Hell yeah, that was useful for several of our recipes. So do we have any people down here that are of interest? Priestess of Bakiri. Captain Iron Shell. That's a bad bitch if I ever heard her name. Major Gate. Foxeye, okay. She seems to be related to one of the factions. We should go talk to them. Alright. What's your deal, lady?
The law provides adventurers.
Law preserve us.
The owl watch over you, faithful one.
We do require your services.
Let's see if she has different stuff for sale. She does. She sells Scrolls of Identify, Bark Skin, Hold Person. It's a very relevant spell for us. It's very expensive, though. What's that? Ring of All Words. Okay, so for 1,300 smackers, we can get a ring that lets someone understand all languages. Good to fucking know. Then we need a lot of reputation with them. But other than the ring that is really out of our price range, we can actually buy all of the other materials that this priestess is selling us. Presumably because we have a practitioner of Pakri among us. So good to know. There's a couple of different priests in town. who will sell us miscellaneous healing and holy items.
It's an honor.
Alright, sick talk, thanks. Alright, so from here, we can... Temple Quarter. Let's just go right to the Market Street. Fast travel. Do-do-do-do. And we're there.
I'm in the middle of something, sorry.
Alright, so I guess these merchants are not available yet. Let's go ahead and just take a nap. Well, we had such a full day, guys. We went, some lady talked to us and swore us in 35 seconds.
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
Let's see. Goodbye, your beer tastes bad. Tell us about this place. We need a room.
We'd like to stay for the night.
Sure. Just walk up to the suite and settle in.
A suite?
Oh, it's more like a large bedroom, really. But you know, this is the capital city.
Fucking great. What a guy. Alright, so we can level everybody up. So, shall we? A level 2 Paladin. We've unlocked the ability to smite motherfuckers. So we can spend a spell slot to deal additional radiant damage if we hit. We get to choose a fighting style, and we get some spell casting abilities. Defense gives us +1 AC if we're wearing armor. Dueling gives us +2 damage to a weapon if we don't have anything in our offhand. Great weapon fighting lets us reroll low damage numbers. And protection lets us use our shield to protect allies that are near us, which is the one we'll be taking because we're going to use Magister as a bit of a frontline interrupter. And we get to prepare some spells, because now we can cast spells. Cure Wounds, Divine Favor, gains additional radiant damage for a limited time. 1d4 radiant damage on hit. Okay, and that's a bonus action. Heroism. An ally gains temporary hit points and cannot be frightened. Take Divine Favor over that. Let's see, casting time bonus action lasts for 10 minutes. Someone gains 2 AC. Well, that seems pretty fucking good. Alright. Take Bless, Cure Wounds, and Divine Favor. 2 concentration spells and a heal. Seems good. Alright, we'll level up Maldita, who is our cleric. So they've unlocked the ability to channel their divinity, which is an ability that they can use once between rests. And because of their deity choice, they can turn undead and Herald of Pain. Turning undead basically scares undead. Normally you can't afflict undead creatures with fear, or at least they're normally very resistant to it. So this lets you force undead creatures to flee from you. Channel Divinity, Herald of Pain. Causes pain to enemies within 6 cells. Enemies that fail a wisdom save receive 1d8 necrotic damage and are poisoned. Peaceful Rest. When camping, reduces the chances of being attacked and prevents from being surprised. So now our party cannot be surprised while resting, which is super fucking helpful. And now we can prepare an additional spell, I assume. Bane is pretty rad. It makes our opponents weaker. Healing Word is really good. Cure Wounds is redundant. We'll take Guiding Bolt here. Yeah. So knowing that there's a lot of overlap between our spells... Actually, yeah, no, that's actually good. There isn't a lot of overlap between our Divine Caster's spells. Talia, level 2. Cunning Action. So they can take the bonus action to dash, disengage, or hide, which is going to be really valuable later on. And now our Wizard, who's going to level up and get some more spells under his belt. Arcane Tradition, so he can take an Arcane Tradition. Gets 2 more spells to learn and gains an additional spell slot so you can cast one more spell between. Arcane Recovery. Once per day, when you complete a short rest, you can recover a number of expended spell slots up to half your wizard level. So at level 2, we'll be able to recover one first level spell slot on a short rest, which is really handy. Green mages are the heirs to the ancient tradition of the Sylvan Elves, wardens of the forest specializing in nature magic, and are also reliable bowmen, trained to survive without spells if need be, as if they had to in the wake of the Cataclysm. So we'll get the proficiency of light armor and a short bow, learn how to craft ammunition, and green magic, so we'll learn a bunch of like animal and nature spells, which is pretty cool. Lore Master gains advantage on Arcana, History, and Investigation skill checks, advantage to copy scrolls into your spellbook, and scroll and potion crafting costs and times are halved. That one is really tasty. Shock Arcanist, Arcane Warfare. When casting spells from the war list, they count as being cast as one level spell slot higher than you're actually casting. Burning Hands, Magic Missile, Thunder Wave, Acid Spray, Scorching Ray, Flaming Sphere, Fireball, Lightning Bolt, Ice Storm, and Cone of Cold. So basically this will make our offensive spells be treated as if we're casting them of a spell slot higher. So the way that works is spells have a slot level, or a spell level. So Magic Missile is your most basic level 1 spell. If you spend a spell slot of a higher level, which is called upcasting for short, you can increase the power of lower level spells, and that helps them stay competitive against their higher level contemporaries. So what this does, this entire tradition is all focused on being able to cast your offensive damage spells as if they were bigger spells, which is not insignificant. So I think we're going to go with that, since this guy's going to be our blaster, so he's going to be our back row blow shit up. So he already has Magic Missile. He already has Burning Hands. Let's see, what were some of the spells that people wanted? Jump and Hideous Laughter, right? So we'll take those. And now he can prepare some spells. We can prepare up to 4 spells. We'll just keep them as they are. Detect Magic is really good. If we detect that we find a bunch of magic shit, we can then later identify those spells at another time. But Burning Hands for AoE damage, Magic Missile for targeted damage, Detect Magic as a utility, and Mage Armor to give us a reasonable AC. Because right now our AC is 12. And so what that does is it sets our AC to 13. Now, because our AC is 12, and 2 of that is from our Dexterity, our AC will go to 15. So that'll be a substantial improvement to our AC. AC is also referred to as Armor Class, which is how easy attack rolls hit you. Alright. So, woke up bright and early, ready to start the day here. Paid $10 for that. So we'll come over here and talk to this guy here in the marketplace to buy some food, because we need some food for our journey. We have some food, but we'll need more, I'm sure. Visit the magic shop.
How may I help you?
Can we see your wares? What do you sell? And goodbye. Let's see, what do you sell?
What do you sell here?
Mostly potions for heroic adventurers like yourselves. I also have recipes for customers who like to craft their own. And ingredients, too. Even rare flowers from the Badlands. Come back anytime. I'm almost always open.
Okay. So let's shop with this dude. Alright, so we have some stuff that we should try and hawk onto this dude. Like, we don't need these clothes. We don't need 5 fucking torches. No, we're not going to sell that. Will he take that? Okay, he will take the basic recipe. And we'll take the extra thieves' tools that we don't need. Take that business. See a spell book. Don't take that. Notebook. We need that. Pearl. We could get some money out of, but we need that to cast Identify. We'd only get 8 for it. Fuck you, dude. All right. So he has healing potions for us. Whole bunch of other kinds of potions available. Some spell slots. A scroll kit. Which, do we have one of these already? Yeah, we do have one of these already. So that's what we need to craft scrolls. This guy sells diamonds, which are used as casting catalysts for some spells. Poisoner's kit, acid. So this guy's going to have... Oh, dude, this guy's got all kinds of fucking goodies. So yeah, if we get really deep into the crafting systems of this game, this guy's going to be someone we're going to want to talk to a lot. Yeah, alright. And extra spell books. Now, hopefully it's going to be quite a while before we need to buy a backup spell book. But when we hover over the tooltip for our for chat's spell book, you can see that it has 8 pages of its 100 pages used. Here's what that means: as a wizard, and you learn new spells and you write scrolls into your spell book, you literally are using up the space of your spell book. Every spell costs a certain amount of pages equal to its level. So a level 5 spell will use 5 pages in our spell book. By the way, we don't have to talk to that guy to buy. We can just talk to the little shack there.
Welcome to Gorim's Emporium.
Are you Gorim?
Are you Gorim? That's me, the one and only.
I love her. So this is our general store. They sell ammunition, they sell weapons, they sell everything. So if we wanted to sub out what's available to us, this would be the place to do it. I'm actually legitimately tempted to buy a longbow and replace Talia's short bow with it, but it would borderline bankrupt us. It would be over half of our money. What's your AC, Talia? Alright, so 11 plus dex bonus. Okay. Is our rogue proficient with shields? No, she isn't. And she's not proficient with heavy crossbows either. Well, let's see here. Yeah, no other really notable takes. Longsword we could get, but we won't be able to use our dexterity for it. You're using a warhammer. That's fine. We have food. Let's buy some more. Oh, does she not have food?
Deputies? A word, if you please.
So famous already. I love it.
You were in there too. Are you a member of the council?
I'm Annie Bagmorder, quartermaster of the Scavengers Guild. We don't have a seat in there, but they all know exploring the Badlands without us would be a bad idea. That's why you should stop by our headquarters downtown. You'll need our services, I'm sure.
Is that compulsory?
No. But you'll find our services useful. Everyone does. Did Lord Karen not tell you?
No, he pretty much stuck to giving orders.
Oh, right. Anyway, we offer plenty of help and advice to beginners like you.
We are grown-ups, you know. At least, most of us are.
Of course you are. Well, good luck.
So, the Scavengers Guild is a really...
Lady or something. The Scavengers. They've seen so much already. The first explorers of the ancient empire.
So what do you think?
Should we check out their headquarters?
It's not far, but I've had enough talking. Let's go kill some monsters.
If there's business to be done, we can't afford not to.
So the Scavengers Guild is a really video gamey but really smart system in this game. I'm sure that this is pretty relatable to people who play a lot of games like this. Who the fuck sells food? Does fucking nobody in this town sell food? I didn't see any food. Am I an idiot? Nope, there it is. Yeah, take 8 food. The Scavengers Guild is essentially... So, when you play a lot of these types of games, here's a problem with the primary gameplay loop that you often encounter. You go to a location, you clear it out, or you kill all the enemies, and then you feel sort of obliged, and people might be able to relate to this more in like a Skyrim game, where you go into a barrow, you kill all the Draugr, and then you look at all this shit that you're leaving on the ground, and you're like, oh man, I can spend 3 hours picking up 15 battle axes, running to town and selling them for 10 gold, come back, grab 15 sets of hide armor, run to town, sell it all, make 6 gold, come back. Like, you can, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. The fucking constantly filling your inventory up with bullshit because it's worth money. This gameplay mechanic completely negates that. You grab the bits and baubles that you want, and then you send the Scavengers Guild to locations and tell them, hey, this place is clear, go and clean it out. And they'll grab fucking everything for you and vendor it, basically.
What kind of help do you offer to people like us?
Simple. Now, people like you typically carry out missions for the Council. In the Marches, even in the Badlands. Sometimes far away, like Captain Merrin.
Who's Captain Merrin?
You really must be new. She's one of yours. Senior deputy of the council. Anyway, you trek out to some old ruin in the Badlands, kill a bunch of orcs. Well, you're still a bit green, so let's say goblins.
Ouch! You're hurting our feelings.
Orcs will hurt much more than your feelings, believe me. And stop interrupting, it's rude. So let's say you find yourself with a whole load of rusty swords, leather armor, shields, too much for you to lug back here.
Oh, so we're puny as well as green. Thanks so much.
So instead, you brave heroes just clear the place of monsters and draw us a nice clean map. Then we take our carts and pick up every piece of junk. We bring it back, we sell it, and we split the profits with you. We move the stuff, you go off to kill more bad things. Everybody wins.
For a percentage, of course.
What? You could never carry it all anyway. Not in your little backpacks.
Well, thank you. I guess that's it for us.
Fine. Feel free to visit us anytime. Or drop into any scavenger camp.
Are there others?
Anywhere we can settle. By the way, if you find Captain Henrik, tell him we're still interested.
In what?
In getting our people to Caerlem. The outpost is perfect for us. Close to the Badlands, with plenty of space for our camp.
Right. We'll tell him if we find him.
That would be appreciated. The more you do for us, the more we do for you.
Oh. So this business relationship can get better.
And I hope it will, friend.
I guess we'll see you around then.
Sure. Good luck out there.
Ah, Solasta, yeah.
Don't forget, in the Badlands, always keep your eyes open.
We're just, as you can tell, we're just getting started. A game I wish to try eventually. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this game is fantastic. So we have a couple of stashes here. This one I think is our personal stash. Yeah, party stash. It's yours to use. So let's we'll store some, you know, stuff here that we don't need to carry around with us. Like you know, crafting shit. Spare clothes. Leave this shit behind so it doesn't clutter up our inventory too hard. We'll bring the poisoner's kit along in case we need it. Leave the scroll case here. Leave that here. Okay. All right. Now we're ready to leave. Howdy, Thatcher Cottage. Welcome, welcome. You missed the preamble for this CRPG game that we're getting into. It's called Solasta, Crown of the Magister. We have a party of dwarves, naturally. We have Madison Forgeborn, their sibling Maldita Forgeborn, Talia Hotspoon, and Chat Hilltopple. I made the Forgeborn siblings. Knew what a Magister was. I might be impressed by their crown. Yeah. Talia Hotspoon and Chat were made by Chat. So we have Dwarf Wizard, Dwarf Rogue, Dwarf Paladin, and Dwarf Cleric. I said those two backwards, but whatever. Chat killing it with the names. Yeah, for real. Alright, let's leave town and make our way to our first mission. 2 hours in and we're getting into the game. Care Lim Outpost. So that's where we need to head. It has one active quest there. So we get to see that there's quite this expansive map. Presumably we'll be going to all of these locations over the course of the game. But let's head to the Care Lim Outpost. So we get to dictate our pace in which we travel. So we can travel normally, fast, or slow. We'll travel normal for now. So we'll have 2 long rests over the course of 3 days to get there. So the party didn't find any food. Talia manages to collect crafting ingredients of Angry Violet, some wounded dwarf mercenaries and tends to their wounds. Chat starts a heated political discussion about the Principality of Masgarth. And we get surprised by 4 bandits by the look of it. Now, I'm going to put this out there. I'm a little pissed off that we got surprised because our cleric specifically has ability that says we don't get surprised. But we'll see how that actually manifests in the game. That may have just been a goof on the UI. Whoa, big initiative rolls. I'm going to have to relook at that ability. Maybe we don't have access to that ability yet. So we have Unknown Creature, Bandit, Bandit, Bandit. Okay. So we're all finished being surprised. Now, thankfully, we're going to get a chance to take our turn first before those 2 melee dudes cut our fucking thick-ass wizard to ribbons. Alright, Maldita. Gatekeeper. As long as you're conscious, you and your fellow... Oh, okay, so that's the thing that we have to... Oh, we don't have to activate. It's constant, is it? Is always on unless the creature's incapacitated. Cool, 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 cool. Herald of Pain. Fuck it. No, we'll wait for everyone else to get close. always grouped up instead of spread out around the fire. Yeah. So move right here. Get off my boy. Get clapped, fool. Alright. It's their turn. Yeah, here's our paladin. Alright. Use power, divine sense, lay on hands. And we need a free hand to cast divine favor. That's my bad. Alright, and then let's see. I want to smite. How smite? Let's see. How do we smite? How smite? Tell me how. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon, you can spend a spell slot to deal... Okay, so I have to hit that guy first. Okay, that's just how that's going to work. Yeah, I want to yeah, fuck him up.
Must have hurt.
Hell yeah. Way overkill. No regrets. And then we'll move here to engage the other enemies. Alright. So it's time to magic missile this person out of existence. Blocko, fuck boy! Unhand me. Alright, so this dude's got a fucking greatsword. Move there, Talia. And then we will cunning action. Character is detected, break line of sight to proceed. Okay. Let's see, is that going to break line of sight? Excellent. So next turn we'll be able to hide. Oh, we can hide now. Okay. And then next turn she'll be able to pop out and hit someone super hard. Alright, so we've got our paladin positioned right where we want them. Let's get our cleric in the mix. Man, not having a free hand available to cast our spells is really hurting us. We're going to have to reevaluate how our cleric and our paladin have their weapon sets set up so that we can use spells effectively. Alright. And hit. Smite! That's incredibly satisfying. I'll put you here. And let's see if this fucker likes to hold. Now, I'm curious if we'll hit. Okay, so that will hit everybody in that area. So we may as well see. You know what? Let's give him the beats. Eat a dick! Big miss. Alright. This guy's almost dead. So we'll move to here. And good night. Oh. That was enough. Highwayman is what that guy was called. Survival, so we learned about that dude. Now, interesting to me that even though we were undetected, we didn't get sneak attack damage. Good thing you... Yeah. Alright, let's pick up some goodies. Let's see what we get. Got some money. Got a crossbow, which is good. We don't actually have a lot of ranged weapons in the party. Money, money, food, food. Animal friendship. Tiger Drake scales. Don't know what that's for yet, but we're going to take it. Are you spec'd to assassin? I don't think so. We'll leave the rest of that shit behind. We don't really have the carrying capacity to deal with that. So from here, we don't need that leather. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put a... Gotcha. Alright, we're kind of stuck with that situation then. That might be a problem. Gotcha. Okay, so you're telling me that we can't have shield in both slots. That sucks. Alright, so we'll put just a javelin in the offhand set. Yeah, alright. Scale mail. We could do better than that, can't we? You can wear... Right? You can wear that, can't you? Not proficient. Oh, yeah, not all clerics are proficient in heavy armor. That's my bad. Okay. Oh, I see how that works. All right, we need to grab a couple of extra shields so we can have our paladin and our cleric have a secondary gear set that has a free hand with a shield still in their offhand, so they can actually cast spells while keeping their AC high when they're in the mix. Okay. Yeah, we'll be able to make this work. It's just going to take a little bit of getting used to. Alright. Let's see here. Clean that up. Scroll Revivify. Animal Friendship. We'll give that over to our caster so he can maybe learn that spell. Have our rogue hold on to that. And give the javelin or the crossbow to our cleric in case they need a ranged option. Keep that healing potion on hand. Keep the bigger healing potion on hand. Because these are like the quick slot. This little bottom consumable option, like equipment spot, is for like the quick use item that's going to be on your tool belt. So you're not like, oh, excuse me there, bandit. I need to drop my backpack and fiddle around through it while I take a 6-second long action to find a potion and then drink it. You know, that's not how that's supposed to work. You're supposed to basically quaff a potion real fast until it's still on the ground. Did not find any food. Okay. So, little bandit problem, but other than that, we're fine. On to Care Lim. This looks promising. This looks like everything's okay. You know? Your splash screen is just a fort on a hill on fire. It's probably fine. I wouldn't be worried about it. I'm sure everybody's okay. Beefy loading screens, man. All right.
So, that's Carelem.
We're almost there. It's just up the hill.
Agreed. We should press on.
Okay. Maintain that order. But I don't trust it, so let's sketch a little forward here and see what we find.
What's that smell?
Okay, we got goblins by the look of it. One up top. One down here. Four of them. Okay, we got 4 goblins. Not big damage. Alright, she got seen. So it's time to cunningly dash and get the fuck out. That's a lot more goblins than I realized. Actually, yeah, it's 2 more than I realized. So we have 3 skirmishers and 3 regulars. I don't really want to go up and fight these guys on their own turf. It doesn't seem super wise. Let's hold back and bless up. Do you have any good spells here? Bane. Sleep will be very powerful. So when we get close, we'll sleep a bunch of them. Morning, my dwarf homie, and morning, hobo hero. Welcome to the mountain home. It's good to see you. We'll ready an action, I guess. Move our wizard out in the open. And we'll ready a cantrip. Shadow Dagger has more range, so if anybody comes within range, our caster will blast them. Let's have our rogue fall back a little bit. And also ready a ranged attack. So if they get close enough to get shot, they will get shot. We almost killed that one goblin off the break. If any damage hits him, he's probably going to go down. The skirmishers, the ranged guys, is who I'm a little bit more fearful of. Just because they can probably return fire. And they have the high ground advantage, which is not great. And Shadow Dagger. Get fucked. Oh, I succeeded, little bastard. Okay, so we're concentrating on Bless. So, let's fucking shape up. We'll ready a melee attack. I doubt it's going to be relevant, but we will. And get killed. Big miss. Alright, we'll keep Maldita in half cover here. So they don't get shot to shit. Big miss. Let's see, can we Shadow Dagger again? Hell yeah, get fucked. Feels a lot like D&D. This game is 1,000%. I mean, it's not 1,000% actually. It's like 85% D&D 5th edition. Oh, Sparkle's a bonus action. That's neat. And we'll move up a little bit. We don't have range on anybody, do we? No. Alright. It's hard out here for a 5th edition hater. Are you a 5th edition hater? Because I don't think you are you? That'd be news to me. Oh, yo, we're too far away. They can't see us, so we got to hide. Let's see if they see us as we creep up here. Attacking with advantage. Get snuck. Fucking deleted. Good night. Never know what hit him. Now, so this is the protection going off. So because one of the skirmishers is shooting at Chat, we're going to use Madison's block to impose disadvantage on the attack to reduce the chance that they'll actually hit him. Yeah, so he takes the 2, not going to land a hit. Whew, big damage on Chet, though, with that second shot, though. Damn it, dude. Yeah, alright. I think it might be time to get a little bit bloody here. Even dashing is not enough to get us there. D&D is like pizza. Even if it's not your favorite, it's still pretty good. I'll play some 5th, but I'm not a huge fan. I know. Okay, I can dash and get close enough. Gotcha. Cool. So we can get in there and threaten and choke up that. Eat shit.
Bleed.
Critical. Let's go. We should move forward. We're starting to push them back. And we'll pull out the shield for extra protection. Big miss. Not a chance. Alright, can we cast Magic Missile on these fools? Yep, these guys are dead. 1, 2 for you, and 3 and 4 for you. Good night.
A victory fit for a song.
So this guy's too close to being dead, so I'm not really too interested in attacking him. So we'll move forward just a couple of squares to not get spotted. And good night. See you later, sucker. And we'll dash to close the distance. I doubt this dude's going to live long enough to actually attack us, but whatever.
Did not say silent.
Oh, he disengaged. Clever boy. Listen, my guy, it's not going to work out. Nah. Can we cast Shadow Dagger on this guy? We can. Let's see. Wisdom save. Come on, Goblin. Fuck it up. Or he'll just roll like a fucking madman. That's fine. What an asshole. Alright, cunning action, dash. It's time to get stabby. Let's end this dude's entire career. Yeah.
Well struck.
Alright, most excellent.
Where did those goblins come from?
Some hole in the mountain, I guess.
Let's see if these dudes had anything of value on them. A little bit of copper, a little bit of silver, some food, short bow, more money. I mean, fucking rations are money, so, like, we'll take rations. But a bunch of short bows and short swords, not super interesting. We'll leave those for the Scavengers Guild to come by and get for us later. Alright, so our bless just wore off. Let me take a quick calibration here. So how many spell slots do we have? 1 spell slot on our paladin, all 3 spell slots on our cleric, and 2 spell slots on our wizard still. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Alright. Let's go ahead and throw down a save in case shit goes real bad. Oh hey, chest. Deep spider venom gland. Let's go ahead and give that to our rogue. Yeah, having another candle wouldn't hurt. This place has been ransacked.
Where's the garrison? Dead? Or run away?
Look, that tower. That's insane.
Creepy.
Amazing. Classic Tamarian architecture. I read about that, you know. It just ended up here after the cataclysm. Incredible.
Anyway, we have a mission. Let's check the fortifications.
Yeah, let's check this place out and see if we can find any survivors. So far, not looking so good. It's a wall.
What do you think?
Typical Manicalan architecture. The stone cutting is textbook. Using this orange stone from the mountain.
That's it? Orange stone?
I won't dignify that question with an answer.
Alright, I'll take free EXP. Do we have a way to get there? Ah, we do. I have to pick this lock. 20 bucks. Herbalism kit and some moss. Hell yeah. Alright, well, let's get back down here. Nothing else to be discovered in that direction. I don't know. I don't... Okay. So Thatcher of Cottage, I want to talk about your analogy of calling D&D like pizza. Because I agree that D&D is like pizza in that it's very customizable, and that it's very easy to get into. But for me, saying that it's like pizza sort of carries this air of like low quality to it. And I don't know that I agree with that. Like if you're saying that, you know, D&D is like the concept of pizza, I'm with you. But if you're like, it's like Pizza Hut pizza, then I don't agree with that. Ooh, we need that. Bunch of arrows as a backup. A Storm Heather, don't know what that is yet. And a Sapphire, that's worth fucking money. Alright, so now that we have a second shield, we can have a backup shield and bare hand so that Maldita can cast without giving up their defense. Because we lose 2 AC otherwise. That's not insignificant. We want our frontline thick people to be thick, not to lose that thickness so they can cast their spells. Alright, but just a brush fire that way. I guess we'll go this way. Looks like a little alleyway in deeper into the fort. Let's check this way out first. I'm glad that fire doesn't hurt us. I didn't mean to path into it.
There's definitely been fighting here. Why did we take this job again? Oh, yeah. These lovely council badges.
This is no time for jokes.
Right. Whoever did this could still be around, and we don't want them hearing us. We should look for survivors. 50 people can't just vanish. Did you see that?
Someone's hiding inside the tower.
It's a trap. The goblins killed everyone, and now it's our turn. Or they're the survivors, and they're being cautious. We need to get up to that door.
If they slaughtered the garrison, they'll pay.
Back off! No closer!
Who's there?
We're not letting you in!
Then we're not coming out!
It's Captain Henrik there. We need to talk to him.
Don't you dare speak his name, you filthy bastard!
Don't talk to them!
They'll cast a spell on you! Don't touch me!
Clearly their distressing experience has affected their reason. Let's get to the door. Maybe if they can see us up close, we can show them our council badges.
Okay. So is there anything over this way? Nothing over there, under there. Alright. Oh, hey, a trap, though.
Wait, a trap?
Let's burn a spell. Actually, no. We'll burn some healing lay on hands. Target Chet. For 8 points, yeah.
Dangerous error.
Oh. Phew, 5 of these winged bats. Oh shit. Fucking our wizard is prone. Shit. Let's see. Whew. Alright. They're not that scary. Good to know. Good to know. Attacking with disadvantage because we don't have the reach. Put our paladin right here and give them a ready attack to melee if they get close. Alright. Oh my god, what a big miss. They had advantage and they fucking flubbed it on our downed wizard. We hit. pass.
Must have hurt.
Cool. I'm glad that landed anyway. We're not going to be able to reach them in this round, so we'll just take a shot. Hell yeah. We'll move there, and then can we? Oh, we moved too much, so we used our dash speed to get there. That sucks. That's a hit. We resist the poison, so not big damage there. Okay, there are 3 left. Man, fuck flying snakes, dude. Chilled, but didn't kill it. Nah.
Touché.
Alright. It's dead. Alright, no longer incapacitated. Get your head in the fucking game, my guy. And this is a will save. I can't imagine that fucking snakes have amazing wisdom saves. There we go. Well, them rolling 1 will help. Alright, no line of sight on them. So bonus action hide. Does that give us line of sight for a shot? It does. Get fucked, idiot. Alright. Alright, we failed the survival check, so we didn't learn anything about them, which is kind of a bummer. Some scales and some glands. Okay. Uncautious and loot that. More good shit. Hell yeah. Hey, Fenger, congratulations on your 2nd month. Thank you so much for your continued subscription, man. I really appreciate that. Well, your continued employment here at the Mountain Home means a ton. Thank you so much. You staying a part of the workforce here at the Mountain Home is really valued, so. Okay. I missed this. Let's see if we can read this. But yeah, welcome to the Mountain Home for the day, man. We're playing Solasta, Crown of the Magister.
The minor Imperial Gate.
Hey, Arcana success.
At its height, the Manicanan Empire had countless gates like this to magically travel through the Empire. I don't suppose it still works. Some say there are still functioning gates.
And this plaque? Any value?
Maybe. The Tower of Knowledge? Why not?
Alright, so free EXP. Love to see that. God damn it. I love every time he leaps across a gap because his athletic skill is fucking shit as a wizard. He keeps falling down and losing a turn, so he keeps getting further and further behind the rest of the party. Oh. Poor Bubby. Free scales. These voices are kind of out of place for dwarves. Yes, it's not perfect. There was only so this game is in early access in full disclosure. So there's only 6 classes available. There's only like 5 races available. Only 2 of them have 3 of them have like 2 versions to the race. So there's like Sylvan elves and high elves, but they're still both elves. There's snow dwarves and hill dwarves, but they're still dwarves. And there's island and marsh halflings. But other than that, it's I feel like this game has a lot coming. Like if I zoom really deep in, you can see that like this guy's beard is like one piece. Like, it only kind of shifts around a little bit. Like, my model, me, I have more maneuverability in my beard than the characters in this game have in their hair. It's just not a priority for this game yet, so like I totally get that and respect it. So hopefully, there's only 3 voices for like male presenting and female presenting characters. So it's kind of like a little bit, yeah, gameplay first. I agree with that, you know. All right, failed to disarm that. At least he gets to cross the gap before he face plants. Fucking homeboy ain't got a chance.
They're here.
Yeah, what up?
Damn Sorax. Sorax?
Did they say Sorax?
Can't be serious. Sorax are a legend for scaring children.
You bastards took the captain, but you won't take us.
Don't talk to them.
Ooh, big insight. Chat succeeds on an insight wisdom. Dialogue success odds are revealed. Okay, so if we pull out our badges, we'll have a 40% chance to succeed. Or we could just pull out our spy call phrase from Talia Hotspoon, and apparently that'll work right away.
So, sleeping in the beds of Manacalon, are you? What? What was that? Just fishing. Give it a moment.
Magic pillows give us sweet dreams.
Piece of cake.
Good. I'm opening.
No! I said no!
Thank you for letting us in.
Don't thank me.
So, you really believe you were attacked by Sorax?
Man-sized lizards who speak? Oh yeah, they're real.
But we found no corpses. Nothing.
We know. They took all the bodies. Ours and theirs. So no one can prove they exist.
Pretty spooky, yeah? That's garbage. That's hard to believe. It's awkward. So, up to this point, Sorax is a word that's been thrown around a bunch of times. It seems like they're kind of like the boogeyman. So, the fact that they do that, right? That this testimony is that they take the corpses from their attacks, so no one can prove that they actually exist, is actually really kind of cool. But we'll lean with chat and say that that's hard to believe.
You realize, of course, how improbable that sounds.
You won't laugh when they come back.
We got here without trouble.
Then they let you in. And now you're trapped with us.
Why would they do that?
How should I know? They're Sorax.
Are you in charge here?
Lieutenant Beryl Stonebeard. Second in command. After Captain Henrik.
That's my big guff so far with this game, is that there's no beard options for the Lady Dwarves. The tall guy in the back looks like Brendan Fraser, a la the Mummy. Oh my god, he totally does.
Mind if we have a little chat with your comrades in arms?
As long as you don't try anything.
Yeah, he sure shit does. That's hilarious.
Good.
Alright, I'm going to take a quick pause here. We're going to save. And I'll be right back, okay, everybody? Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, everybody. But about every hour and a half, it seems to be the time where if I drink coffee for the morning, gotta take a walk away. Alright, nothing up there. Alright, so now we have a social interaction where we need to encounter all of these survivors and sort of figure out what's going on. Since Captain Stonebeard seems to be a little hot-headed. I got some arrows for our... nope, that's not what I meant to do. The drunk guy from the intro was a Sobek. Was a Sobek or a Sorak? Oh, free longbow, hell yeah. Alright, so we'll take a shield for our Paladin's secondary. Oh, okay, so this Imperial Gate plaque is going to be valuable to the antiquarians. So if we give it to them, it'll improve our relationship with them. That's very enticing. Alright, so we're going to get rid of this fucking short bow. And give them the longbow for more damage. Sounds good. Or not my strong point. Ah, dude, it's fine. Alright, Daliat Sunbird.
I might have a better chance with this guy alone. Pakri watches. Don't betray her trust. Leave the goddess out of this, will you? I saw a Whisperer's code carved in the door.
How do you know the code?
I used to work for Delanim, at the embassy near the New Empire border.
I see. I'm supposed to kill anyone who knows those words and isn't a whisperer.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't kill me, though.
We'll see.
So, just to be sure, is any of this part of your business, or...
Wiping out a whole garrison just to get myself trapped with this bunch? No, that wasn't my plan.
So, Sorax. Really?
What can I tell you? They looked just like the stories say.
So, big, walking lizards with spikes all over their backs? Except for the one who looked just like your captain, of course.
The captain betrayed us. They knew everything about our security.
Was he one of them all along, do you think?
Even hiding their bodies is in the stories.
Think they're still around?
Possibly.
Any idea what they're after?
No.
Right.
So we know we can trust this guy.
Fine.
He's all yours. So who are you, friend?
Daliat Sunbird, Scout.
Do you believe they were Sorax?
Dunno. Seemed real, though.
What do you think they wanted?
To kill us all.
Not big on talk, huh?
I am having a pretty bad day. So, if you'll excuse me...
Watched my entire garrison murdered, so, you know, having a hard one here.
How about you? Did you learn something? Not much. He thinks the Sorax are real too.
So much for your secret code.
Sorry to disappoint.
Elizabeth Townsend.
Now it's my turn, right?
What do you mean?
What is this? A murder investigation?
Should we be investigating?
Maybe.
Speak up then.
Well, let's say this all happened after a certain expedition.
Speak up without fear, friend.
The scouts. They came back from a raid into the Badlands, found a ruin, came back with loot. The next day, this happens. Coincidence? You tell me. Only one of them's still alive. Daliat.
Alright, casting some doubt on Daliat, even though we know that dude's super trustworthy because he was a whisperer. Whatever that exactly is, I don't know, but...
Greetings, soldier.
Hi, name's Robar Sharp.
I gather you're a veteran of long standing.
Yeah, but I'm not in charge, mind you.
How about Lisbeth? You're her superior.
Good woman. Strong, brave. You can trust her with a sword. That's worth something in my book.
What do you think of Daliad?
Never liked him. He's hiding something. He's been nervous since we came back from the Badlands. But it'd be no good picking a fight with him now.
I understand.
This Lieutenant Stonebeard, is she up to the job?
Clearly not. Look around. Losing the captain broke her.
So what do you think we should do?
For starters, not wait in here for the Sorax to come back and off us.
But Stonebeard says stay. And she's an officer, so...
Yeah, she's a stubborn one. And mutiny's a bad look on a soldier. You could talk to her. Deputy of the council and all.
So if we find a way, you're with us?
I'm with myself. But don't let that stop you.
So these two other soldiers, other than Daliad, seem kind of sketchy.
It's clear that something must be done.
They're either crazy or stupid. No use to us in either case.
We have enough to make our report to the council, so let's get going. If we don't help them, they'll either die or kill each other.
Let them. Could be fun to watch.
So, everyone has an opinion. But what are we going to do?
And what about Daliad? We got some pretty worrying hints about him. What if he really is hiding something important? It's just paranoia. Or personal grudges.
That leaves us with the others. What's our strategy?
Sharp to mutiny. Yeah, we'll take the lead. I think that's smart.
We tell Stonebeard we're in charge and take them home.
I'm not sure, but fine. All right.
Let's try and pick the lock on that chest before we do anything further. A $1, an unidentified potion. We'll give that over to our guy who can actually identify potions. Scroll of Lesser Restoration, Scroll of Fog Cloud. Those are really good spells. Do you have Detect Magic prepared? Alright, hold on. Let's fucking cast Detect Magic. What did you detect that was magic in here? Nothing. Okay, whatever. So now that we have that around, okay. So these two aren't magical at all.
Hello.
Deputies.
Never mind, we'll come back later.
We don't want that guy to take the lead.
Alright.
You know what? Fuck it. Why not? I didn't do this last time. I did something different, so let's do this.
Deputies.
Robar, we want you to take over from Beryl.
She'll refuse.
We'll back you up. She won't have a choice.
No can do. It won't work. What the? Lisbeth!
Okay. Big initiative from that guy. Big miss. Alright. Let's get into it. That guy's blocking the ladder, so we can't get up and stop him. Damn it. The fuck you trying to hit? I don't know. Fucking nothing, apparently. You'll just have to move forward. And make a melee attack if he comes close. I don't know. It's kind of a shitty situation. Whereas here we can swap to that and cantrip this idiot. Chilled. Okay, cool. 25 HP. 14 AC. Big fucking move. Holy shit. Yeah, let's see if we can hinder him. I'll reduce his movement, make him a little easier to track down. Let's stay bunched up together so Maldita can protect. Oh, I'm fucking sorry. Excuse me, why don't we have a longbow in the second slot here? That's frustrating. That will block. Jesus. That guy's playing that shit real smart by blocking that fucking ladder and stopping us from putting our melee fighters to bring them to bear. Who has the longbow? I know we looted a longbow from that weapon rack. What? That's what I mean.
Come on.
Can't hit shit, man. I'd rather test his will. Hey! Welcome, welcome, Raiders. How are y'all doing? What were you guys playing? We're playing Solasta, Crown of the Magister right now. A CRPG game based off of the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rule set. Let's see, is that out of his line of sight? It is. No Man's Sky set up some mining bases. Tell me about what's changed in No Man's Sky, because as I understand it, a lot has changed. And we'll block. Jesus. Literally all we can do here is lay on hands for a little bit of healing. Just keep slinging cantrips at this guy. Lots of quality of life changes in base and vehicles have been updated and added. Yeah, so I touched it briefly maybe a year ago and haven't touched it again since. So I've been fascinated and very impressed, to be frank with you, with how much the things have... Yeah, you missed a lot? Yeah. I saw that there was a big update recently, so... It's very exciting. I'm so mad on how worthless half of my team is. Just gotta wait. Move right there. Ready a melee attack, I guess.
I'll say I'm surprised.
Wow, fucking saw me, asshole. This dude's just rolling like a champion. He's gonna plink my mage apart.
You are a true savior.
This is really not ideal. Also, like, Sunbird, what the fuck, man? He's right there. Hit him. This is really not fucking cash money. I might just burn a fucking spell slot to end this shit now. We fucking barely killed him.
Elizabeth,
I'm sorry.
I should have...
Stay with us, brother. We're not the enemy.
Sorax.
Right. Who's crazy now?
We must alert the council.
We need to get out of here. That's what we need.
Look at that skin. It's unbelievable.
So maybe take a trophy? Yeah, but you won. That's what matters, right? It is, but, like, man, it's gonna be rough.
A secret passage.
From Imperial times.
That was just a scout. More will be coming.
They're here. They're coming back.
Oh.
Outside.
We need to go. Take your stuff. Into the secret passage before it's too late.
That was a lot. Mutinous thoughts. Alright. Alright, so we need to find where this fucking longbow is, because there is a longbow somewhere in this party. Never seen lizard folk. I guess we didn't get to keep that longbow. That's really fucking frustrating. Okay. That's so insulting. Do you have heals? You do have heals. Please heal.
I am in your debt, my friend.
Okay, and who's this guy? Sharp. Alright, so he's a fighter. Cool. Alright.
Seems quiet.
Must be cautious. Other Sorax might be scouting these caves.
Hey, where's Daddy at? He was here a moment ago.
The Sorax.
Daliot always had his own secrets. I think he just went his own way.
And the others are in the tower looking for that secret door. We don't have much choice. Let's move.
That's better.
Don't we have a cantrip for this problem? Yeah. On self. Who cares? Alright, nothing that way.
Looks like you did that all your life.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, shut up. Oh, hey, treasure.
This one didn't die yesterday.
What's this outfit?
Timarian.
Who wants to open this?
You never know. There might be a fortune in there.
Hell yeah. I like loot.
Ugh.
Send the Rogan. Put the rapier on in case this fucker gets up. Scroll of Identify. Tamarian Inquisitor's Journal. Another thing that the antiquarians want. Some fucking money and magnificent leather armor. Alright, chat. Cast Detect Magic I bet you $5 that shit's magical. It is magical. Cast identify. We'll be fine. Leather armor +1. Hell yeah. Throw that shit on. Ooh, it looks fucking fresh as fucking all hell. Yeah, boy. Alright, that's a 14 AC for our rogue. Not underappreciated. That, and it's fresh as hell. I believe the kids would call that a drip.
Wait. Think they're Sorax.
Who else?
Right out of a fairy tale. As ugly as life.
Okay.
Certainly not lizard folk. We can surprise them.
Can't we sneak around?
From what I see, not a chance. All right. Tread lightly. And we all attack at once.
Alright, so this fight's kind of in our favor. So first things first.
Light, my friend.
Or is it you that's concentrating? Okay. Taking off the armor and putting it back on. Handled that. Alright, so we'll throw down a save here. And now let's get our sneaky people into position. Alright, so how many targets we got here? We got 1, 2 red boys, 1, 2 of the bigger guys. Always save before an attack, yeah. Seems wise, you know? Alright, big athletics failure, but that's okay. Alright, so she's in position. I want to see if this works. So, we have disadvantage on stealth checks because they're wearing heavy medium armor. Let's take off the medium armor. No. That's not what I want. Get into this high-rise position. And then put the armor back on. Hell yeah. Put our wizard up here to snipe. Because he has... You cannot see the target, okay. Okay, so... Alright, it's that wall that's doing it. So once they get out here at all, we have line of sight for our wizard. Our paladin is going to want to be right in the thick of it. So we'll have her doff her armor as well. And then snooch up here. Put that back on. This guy's just a fighter, so he only has a hand weapon, but +4 damage. This dude's got big dick fucking strength. Holy shit. This guy's going to be a bit more of a powerhouse than I originally anticipated. Good for him being thick and strong. We're gonna also... Oh, I can't actually tell him to take his armor off. He's also in position. And Stonebeard, she's a bit of a healer by the look of things. But there's a campfire here, so if and after we win this fight, we'll be sitting pretty to recover. So we should burn all of our resources. I'm going to interpret that means that this is going to be a pretty intense fight. I want to see if I can get these red dudes to patrol away from the wall before we attack, so everyone has line of sight on targets. That guy's far away. But I really want to be able to hit these red dudes with the white spines. They're smaller, which means they're probably not like frontline fighters like these dudes are. I kind of want to see what they're about. Oh, they're about to do it. Excellent. Okay. One more save. Now that we're all in position, ready to drop this big fucking ambush. And now we will throw out a guiding bolt on this fucker. Rogue or Wizard, something. They got something to him, you know what I mean? I don't know what, but they got something going on. Oh, we might be out of spells on our Paladin. Robar Sharp, you're fine. Do what you gotta do. We'll cast Guiding Bolt on the other one. Take an attack of opportunity on this guy. And you are going to let loose Major Pain on the second guy here. He's out of range. Okay. So we're actually going to swap our sneak attack. Oof, not great. Guiding Bolt. We only get the first thing that we triggered up. That's not bad. I'll take it. So this guy is a saboteur. I'm going to interpret that means this motherfucker blows up. And that's not awesome. Surprised, okay. So, fuck it. We did, and we got him. Who cares? Get fucked. Amazing whiff. Oh my god, dude. Action Surge. Hit him again and fucking do it correctly this time, please. Alright. Oh, he has a great sword. That's why he does so much damage. Alright. Guiding Bolt on this fucker.
No.
Alright, so it's saved. Surprised. Surprised. Alright. It's time to throttle this dude in the back. Eat every magic missile in the world. That was only about half damage. And how much did we do? 16. That guy's got 30-some health then. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go and give this dude the beats. I don't care. Let's go.
I don't believe it.
Big. Oh, didn't kill. Alright, good action economy dictates that we finish off this saboteur before we tack on more damage, and we're gonna just perform the biggest whiff of all mankind. Amazing. We have 2 more warriors here in the front. go for Sacred Fire Flame might kill. Oh, it did kill. Cool. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Max roll on the damage too, which is probably not needed, but I'll take it. Alright, we gotta abandon the back line and move forward here. We'll move here and ready a melee attack in case they try to charge. Can't see him. Okay. 2 down, 3 to go. Yeah, that's the measure of it. We're gonna ready a cantrip of Chill Touch. The first motherfucker to walk into view. So these guys have like a poisonous spine. Okay. All right, that one got chilled. So he's just climbed up on the wall. Oh, hello. Oh, he didn't find us. Oh, he did. Shit. 2 raiders from Neko Above the Law. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for coming. We're playing a Solasta, Crown of the Magister. Get fucked. How are you doing, everybody? What did you guys get up to today? That's my dad. I'm your dad. First, oh man. PUBG stream? That's wild. How'd that go? Oh, gotcha. Nico's your actual father. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, it's nice to meet you properly. So many bots, I fucking bet. Alright, let's focus up here. Hold the middle. And ready a melee attack in case they come in. Big hit. Alright, and so we'll disengage, so we'll get our rogue out of harm's way. Fail the athletics. That sucks. Gonna lurk for chores. Good luck with the fight. Thank you. You take care, alright? And a big miss. Awesome. And not a big miss. Alright. Whiff and a miss. We'll take this. What type of game is Solasta? So this is a CRPG, or a computer RPG, is my understanding of what that acronym is supposed to mean. God, I kind of want to finish this dude off. Oh, out of dark vision range. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, we'll hit this dude. Make him soft for our melee to take care of. That's big damage. Please finish the job. Hell yeah. So we have a party of adventurers. We're currently trying to save some people that are stuck in a... How would you say?
I needed that.
Oh, amazing. Not death. The guy's still clinging on. Big miss. Uh-oh. Alright, he couldn't figure it out, so that's fine. Let's cast... This is a ranged attack. So we'll attack with neutral advantage. So not neutral, not advantage or disadvantage.
Try again.
Big miss. Okay. Let's see if we can lend a hand here in this melee. Not too far away. Let's see. We don't have any spells left. Just ready a melee attack then. Alright. So we can still move. This guy's on death's door. Give him the beats. And he's dead.
Too slow.
Take the dash action to try and get our rogue into the fray here. Just out of range. Come on, man. He's right there. Yeah, can't hit him. Alright. Hopefully that'll be within view. Yeah, alright. Pass the save. No damage. Oh, this dude is fucking annoying, man. Get off the wall! It's unlit. Okay, so we'll move as well. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Now he's in our line of sight. A little bit of damage. Chilled him. Alright, so we'll use our reaction to intervene and protect our boy. So he'll take the loss and miss. Excellent. Alright, now we're getting our ranged into play here. So hiding on the fucking walls, I'm going to keep saving him. But him passing literally every save we throw at him will save him. So we can't attack him, right? No, he's too high up. So we'll just use a melee attack if he gets close enough. And let the archery begin. Big miss. See, if we move over here, does that take us out of his line of sight? Yeah. Okay, now we can hide with our rogue. Next turn, we'll be able to pop out of cover and perform a sneak attack. Well, let's just throw these fucking cantrips at him until we kill him. Just keep succeeding. This dude is so turgid. Get off the wall, you fuck. Alright, you know what?
Light, at last.
That sucks. We'll impose disadvantage again. He'll miss horribly. Oh, he regenerates health every turn. Fuck. I guess we'll just carry that. I can't reach him still, but at least he's lit. Alright, he didn't perceive us when we moved out of cover, so we should be getting a sneak attack. Definitely gonna hit him. Pretty big damage. Not a kill, though, which is a bummer. But we have a whole barrage of cantrips to throw at him. Certainly one of these will hit him and finish the fucking job. Please and thank you. Fuck's sake, dude. Could this guy fail any amount of fucking saving throws? This dude's a fucking legend. Alright, there it is. Finally. Alright. Let's collect our party up. Anyway, so what type of game is Solasta? It is a RPG game where you have a party and you go on an adventure. Someone very aptly shorthanded it as it's like Dungeons and Dragons, the video game. The combat systems in play and the mechanics of how the game functions are all very much Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. So that's definitely one way to put it, and I don't think it's a bad way to put it either. I failed to disarm it. It's kind of a bummer. What do we got? Money, money. Ivy, a longbow. And some food. We're going to give this to our rogue, and we're going to have them equip this longbow. Oh, they're not proficient with longbows. Fuck me. That would be why we didn't get that last time. That explains so much. Once again, reading proves to be, in fact, fundamental. It's embarrassing. I found a weird book.
Can anyone read that? It's old Temarian. It looks like part of an Inquisitor's outfit.
So that's from the tower up there.
Maybe we're inside the tower.
Is that gold?
This is history. History. All around us.
Take it and let's move. The Soraks don't care about history, I'm sure.
Alright, some free EXP for doing some exploration. We're about 2/3 to our next level. Well, let's fall back, have a rest. We'll resolve having a night of rest, so we'll get all of our spells back. We'll recover a bunch of our health. Yeah, start a long rest. And hopefully we won't get ambushed. We didn't. Awesome. Alright, so... leave that as it is. Validate those spells that are prepared. Alright, for this, we don't need Cure Wounds because we have Stonebeard as a guest character who's being helpful with that. Now, I'm going to look this up between sessions. If you can cast a ritual spell that you didn't prepare, then we're going to stop preparing those ritual spells on chat so we can have more active spells for combats. But I think for now, that's where we're going to leave things for today. So we'll continue our adventure in Solasta on Thursday. But most of, easily the first hour and change of this stream was us building the character party. So I'm sure we're going to have a lot more progression on Thursday. So let me find someone to raid who's maybe also playing Solasta, or not playing Solasta, but let me see if I can find someone who's playing another CRPG maybe. Nothing quite. Oh, you know what? I know who we're going to raid. This is a game that'll be similar enough to what we're currently playing, in that it's kind of like a grid-based strategy combat game. We're going to raid my buddy Bjorn. Bjorn's a fucking awesome dude. And he's playing a game that looks very much like Fire Emblem. So we're going to get that going. But as always, I want you guys to have a great day. Thank you all so much for joining me. I've been Horatius the Dwarf. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And as always, spam the hype emote because it's time to get out of my mind. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
It can take 2 times 20 damage. Okay.